Hello, hello, hello. What's up this morning, everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Fine Tuesday to you all. And hopefully, at some point, Edge of Eternities release date to you all. I was trying to wait to go live for the patch to go up. We didn't quite get there. It's still not up. If you notice the patch go up, let me know, and we will jump into some Edge of Eternities. But I figured we can wait together. We can talk. We can talk Edge of Eternities. Sadly, we can't really brew in the client. We can also talk something I gotta hear. I gotta hear opinions about, which is we got Spider-Man cards for literally days. Last week was wild. Hey, what's up, Miss Chardonnay? It's Halfwing Steve, Dogamus, Thornblood, Ravens Boy, Ninja Dave, Alien Daily, Moribund. How is everyone today? If I missed you, I apologize. Welcome, 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 welcome. Yesterday was a wild week. Yesterday was a wild week. That's how wild the week was, that I think days and weeks are the same thing. Last week was crazy because we had early access, we had the end of spoilers for Edge of Eternities, and then we had a bunch of these Spider-Man cards. And I gotta get your early reaction as we're waiting. So, okay, here's why I don't buy that. I know, so when I brought up, man, the timing is really awkward. It's during early access day. A lot of people were like, oh, it's San Diego Comic-Con. They gotta do it at San Diego Comic-Con. And I buy that argument, right? San Diego Comic-Con, Wizards doesn't control that. They cannot set the schedule for SDCC. However, you know what Wizards does control? They control when early access day happens. They control when sets are released. So it's hard for me to buy that Wizards had no control over it, because they could have controlled those things. Like, if you want to do a bunch of Spider-Man spoilers, you could have been like, hey, guess what, guys? We're going to do early access day on Thursday this week instead of on Tuesday, right in the middle of spoilers. So I still think they could have done it. I feel like the flavor of this set is kind of mid. I mean, I'm not like a big Spider-Man fan. Spider-Ham Peter Porker, I actively kind of hate. Like, this card is just a bit too much for me. It's a little bit. It's like an unset card. But it's not showing up in unset world. It's showing up in the real world. So I kind of hate that card. I will say though, I think these cards are actually very strong. Like, I feel like this set is really, really pushed. Spider-Punk seems absolutely ridiculous to me. The white Spider-Man, I think it's Amazing Spider-Man that you can sack to Heroic Intervention, seems kind of busted to me. Says Spectacular, there's too many Spider-Men. Spectacular Spider-Man seems really good to me. That also seems really strong. And even like these split cards, I can't get over just how good they are. Like Miles Morales, 2-mana 1/2. When it enters, you put 2 counters on up to 2 creatures. So what this means, if you go 1-drop into Miles, you can have like a 3/3 1-drop and a 2/3 Miles on turn 2, which is really, really fast. And then plus, you get the whole backside of the card. If you're in the right colors, you can cast 2. There are 2 cards in 1. This set seems so incredibly good. Doug Boy Mark, hello. How are you today? Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Legendary commons are kind of stupid. I will say also about this set, the best information we have about this set, Stone Rain, good to see ya. How are you? How was Star Wars Worlds regionals, whatever it was, Star Wars, the big Star Wars tournament? How was it? I will say my understanding of this set, I know Edge of Eternities, come on Wizards. I don't know, do I have to restart Arena for it to work? All right, avert your eyes, chat. There's gonna be, whew, look how full that desktop's getting. Come on, Patch. You can do it. My understanding of the Spider-Man set is the best information we have is it was originally supposed to be essentially Assassin's Creed, right? It was going to be Assassin's Creed. Wow, over 2,000 people sold out. That sounds awesome, Stone Rain. It was supposed to be like an Assassin's Creed set, right? Like a mini modern legal set. But then a lot of things changed. They decided it needed to be standard legal instead of just a modern set. Making it standard legal meant it had to be a big set rather than a mini set. Plus, mini sets kind of didn't really work. They were pretty hated and didn't sell well. So I think that's why we're seeing some weird stuff like common legends. I feel like Wizards had to like I bet they had a really banger, like 60 card Spider-Man set with like a bunch of Spider-Man, a few cool flavorful cards, like similar to Assassin's Creed. I imagine that that's the set they designed. And then I think they had to scramble and like remake the set to make it work for standard, to get it up over 200 cards. And I think that's how we ended up with stuff like uncommon legends or common legends and some of the weird things like that. The taxi driver card. Wait, where's the taxi driver? Guy in the chair is also, it's going in the deck. It's going in the sandwich deck. I mean, every set that comes out, that's what I mostly look for now is what can I add to the guy eating a sandwich? We need a 5-color guy eating a sandwich commander. We haven't gotten that yet. That's the biggest missing piece. I think Aunt May probably makes it. Not technically eating a sandwich, but it's just an old woman giving you some breakfast. I think it fits the theme. Guy in the chair, wherever guy in the chair. Not a sandwich, but definitely fits the theme of people just doing their normal everyday life things. And then taxi, where's taxi driver? I don't even know if I paid attention to taxi. Oh, taxi driver. Yeah, taxi driver, that one might make it. That one might make it too. At least there's a Spider-Man in there. The art, I think the Spider-Man set is actually going to do, I think it's going to do pretty well. Because I think that collectors are going to go crazy over the showcase stuff. I think like the comic book art showcase cards are going to be really expensive. And I think that's what's going to drive this set. Extinguisher Battleship, one of the cards I'm most excited about. I gotta ask you though. I think this Spider-Punk is pretty busted. I don't know. What do y'all think about Spider-Punk? To me, Spider-Punk seems like a really, really strong 2-drop. I mean, it's a 3-mana 2/3 or a 2/1 that has haste if you need it to be. It keeps stuff from getting countered. It keeps damage from being prevented. I know those abilities aren't the most helpful in standard, but it seems like it does so many little things, so much text. Yeah, that card to me seems absolutely wild. It's the first also, I think, mono red no counter spell for commander, which is kind of ridiculous. That's just something that we haven't seen. Spider-Man 2099 is very intriguing to me. I think it could be really good. The question I have about Spider-Man 2099 is is the restriction of not being able to cast it until turn 4 too big of a drawback? The card itself is ridiculous, right? 2-mana 2/3 double strike vigilance. That's already an above the curve card, and then you get damage on your end step based on its power. So it's really good. Is it going to be too slow? Riot is so much weaker than you thought when it was last in standard, unfortunately. That might be true. I mean, Riot cards saw play. What was the 3-drop? Oh, I can't remember the name of it. It was the 3-drop 3/3, and then you could either make it a 4/4 or give it haste. It was in Gruul. Man, I cannot remember the name of that card. That like some of the good cards with Riot saw play, but it wasn't like there was a Gruul Spellbreaker. Thank you, Wolfram. There wasn't like there was a Riot deck. I actually think the Riot Spider text is mostly a trap, right? I guess it's funny if you build Spider-Man Tribal and Commander or something, but I don't think it's going to actually really matter in standard. It's not like there's a bunch of red spiders in standard. Yeah, Rhythm of the Wild's still a good card. Still sees Commander play. Anti-Venom is I love Anti-Venom. I don't know what deck can play Anti-Venom. That's kind of the deal with Anti-Venom, right? Like 5 white mana symbols is just so much. Like you not only have to be really heavy white, you can't even be like a Richard white deck that has a ton of colorless lands, or you're just never going to cast this thing. But if you can cast it, I mean, 5/5 for 5, damage prevented gets counters, and you reanimate something is kind of insane. How are we handling spoiler videos going forward? With 6 sets a year for standard sets alone, it seems like you'll always be doing spoiler videos. Won't that cut into your ability to make gameplay videos? Given your opinion, I would always love to watch your gameplay videos over spoiler videos, but I will watch anything you make. Love your work and endless positivity. Well, Joe Geomancer, honestly, I haven't really thought it through all the way yet. I'm hoping that it kind of works itself out. In some sense, it might not be that much different than past years, because in past years, we had 4 standard sets, but then we'd have like Modern Horizons, we'd have like a double master set, we'd have Commander Legends or something. So we still were having like 5 to 6 sets a year. So I don't know if it'll actually be that much different unless we start getting Modern Horizons and master sets on top of the 6 standard sets a year. then it's gonna get wild. Then it's really gonna get wild. My current plan is basically do what we're currently doing, which is do spoilers, and then during active spoilers there's usually one less gameplay video, so 2 gameplay instead of 3 a week, and then otherwise keep doing the normal thing. But if it gets too much, maybe we got to start prioritizing. I don't know. Here's a question. Speaking of spoilers, I don't how many of you actually watch the spoiler videos? Ooh, Rocco Hidden Norin. I have a Rocco Hidden Norin sleeveless deck, and it's so fun. Norin's one of my literal favorite commanders. It's so much fun. Here's my question about spoiler videos. To those of you who watch them, well, thank you for watching. My question is, do you think they're too long? I always struggle because I know some of them end up being like an hour long. Some of them's going to be unavoidable. Like day 1 when we just get like 70 cards, it's always going to be a long video. Do you feel like I go too in depth on stuff? Would it be better if I got through each card in a minute instead of 5 minutes? Yeah, I try to make sure they're all timestamped so people can skip them if they don't want to, or if it gets too long, they can just skip to the next card. All right, that was something I was wondering about. If I always wonder, would this be better if it was like a quick 10-minute video that just goes over the cards instead of a 45-minute video that goes like in depth on where I want to play the cards and so forth? No, I'm only watching you talk about the cards. I get the spoilers elsewhere. All right. Well, I'll keep doing what I'm doing then. It seems like people are fine with the length of it. Yeah, you can always skip the parts you don't like. I watch all your videos regardless of length. One of my favorite videos is a 3-hour-long Astro Cornucopia. We might have another one like that coming up. I got a deck I've been working on for Edge of Eternities. Has anyone noticed the patch go live yet? If you notice the patch go live, let me know. Come on. It's usually up by now. Maybe we gotta play. Well, what are we gonna play in the meantime? I was figuring the patch was gonna be up. All right, back to the desktop. Over your eyes, the Great Destroyer. Welcome to the fishbowl. You open your packs? Okay. Come on. We should get the update then. We should get the update. Please. The new Spider-Punk is awesome in 98 or 99 of CDH decks. Yes, I think it's real. Uh-oh. Wait, did we just destroy? Uh-oh. Is this a good sign or a bad sign? Maybe this... Oh, wait. Okay. Maybe that's good. Authentication failed. This is different, at least. This means something's happening. I think they took down Cube, unfortunately. Because of the new set. It's being patched as we speak. Open my packs and then Arena Crash. I don't even play anymore and I watch all... Oh, well, Stone Rain. Those are the stories. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, wait. All right, let's see. Oh, my password's too long. All right. Let us in. Let us into the sweet, sweet Edge of Eternities action. This has got to be the patch, though. Hey, what's up, Valadin? How are you? I mean, that's always the risk on release day, right? I thought Arena, so historically, Arena on release day is so hit or miss, but it'd really been better for like the past year. Like the past year, oh no. Okay. Like the past year, they'd done really well with on release day until Final Fantasy. And then Final Fantasy was the biggest day Arena had ever seen, and Arena could not stand up to the Final Fantasy traffic. So Final Fantasy release day was rough. Well, Civilization? Civilization, maybe? Battlegrounds? We can go through the cluttered desktop. We can clean up the desktop a bit. That would be a fun group project. If we can't get into Arena, how do you feel about cleaning up some desktop action? Do you think we could ever revisit the Doppelgang Desert Burn deck for post rotation? Oh, I'd be down with that because I do love me some Doppelgang. I'm sure I don't know if we'll do exactly that deck, but I'm sure there'll be something similar. Yeah, the set doesn't come out on Moto till 1. Oh, no. All right. Well, it's going to pop back up any minute. It's going to happen. All right. Let's see. Hopefully there's not anything. Okay, Ancient Tomb. I don't need you. See, this is why y'all come to the stream. I know it drives people crazy that my desktop gets so cluttered. See, we don't really need this gem picture. This. Honored. This was our spoiler card. I was so worried. I was so worried I accidentally put the picture of our spoiler card on my desktop, and I was afraid someone on stream would see it, but it didn't happen. Apparently no one got it. No one saw it. We needed an ancient tomb. Oh, the ancient tombs from Edge of Eternities look so good. They look so, I mean, I guess we could talk a little more about Spider-Man as we wait. I expect Arena's got to be up in like 5 minutes, right? There's no way this is going to take forever. And then hopefully we can do some Edge of Eternities ing. Well, I'm glad someone understands. Someone understands the desktop. My motto is, as long as there's space, it's fine. Even if you have space for one icon, it's good enough. What is my favorite card from Edge of Eternities? Yeah, I guess it makes sense to talk about Edge of Eternities on Edge of Eternities release day. Yeah, we're doing Arena against the odds here. So favorite cards from Edge of Eternities. I always struggle with this question because I love brewing and making different decks. So there's so many different cards from the set that I'm really excited for, and I think can do really cool things. And then you also have like competitive cards that I think can win versus cards that I just want to do wonky things with. I will say right now, I'm on a big Extinguisher Battleship kick. I think we're gonna do some wild things with Extinguisher Battleship. The fact that they put land destruction into standard, I know it's 1,000,000 mana, right? It's literally 8 mana. It's so expensive. But the fact that it's just land destruction in standard, it's not restricted to a cast trigger. So you can clone it, you can copy it, you can blink it, and just keep blowing up lands. I'm actually super excited for Extinguisher Battleship. Yeah, that one's very, very, very high on my list. That's one of the first things once we get the set out. I still explore. I'm excited about with Strip Mine in Timeless. Probably we're definitely gonna have to teach Arena Zoomers about Strip Mine, and we got to do that quick because I imagine they're gonna end up restricting it or banning it at some point. So we gotta. Man, it's got to be coming. It's got to be coming. All the crashes is a sign that eventually. Wait, did Command Zone make a movie? What is this? Is this an actual? Did they actually make a movie? I just saw this on my Twitter. Is this a? Hang on. Is this an actual? Let's see. Is this a Command Zone movie? Have any of you watched this? Is it good? I mean, you gotta get through the ads, I guess. Cash Money Misplay. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoop for you. Thank you. I will say, I will give Command Zone a ton of credit. They are really, really good at what they do. Just like, this looks very professional, and that's something you can count on with Command Zone, that the production is just going to be insane. Like, if I wanted to make this movie, I wouldn't have the ability. I wouldn't have the ability to do it. Okay, that's Dawnsire? I think they're in Dawnsire.
Command is log. Stardate 080125. Our mission: to investigate the origins of the derelict MSS Eternities continues.
Is this just a space? It's really loud. I can turn it down. Is this just a space spoof?
I'm leading an away team on an.
Wait, are we in? Okay, Command Zone can wait. We got in. We got packs. Okay. I'm wondering why Witcher doesn't make and do Draft Channel. His draft takes were amazing on the podcast yesterday. I think he would do a great job. So here's the secret about Richard. He doesn't really like making content. That's just really not Richard's thing. So I think that's actually rotation. Oh, look at that too. It's even rotating. So good, Wizards. Well done on that one. Oh, we get to open the egg. Okay, this is always exciting because you never know if you're gonna get a bunch of helpful cards or a bunch of gems. All right, come on, Renewal Egg, give us some goodies. All right. 20 gems. Tezzeret's good. Infinite Guide Station, we might use that. I don't think I need more Leyline. Okay, keep going. I don't know about Celestial Armor. Okay, Eternity Elevator. Biotech Specialist, I like it. Wait, you gave me 9 cards? You gave me 9 cards! 9 cards does not seem like... That does not seem like a ton of cards. That does not seem like a ton of cards. But thank you, Wizards. I played Hearthstone a long time ago, and I didn't log into Hearthstone for like a year. And I logged back into Hearthstone, and Hearthstone was like, here, ooh, that Green Sun Zenith looks sweet. I love this treatment. One of my favorite parts of the set, the special guests. I don't know why it zooms in so much if you hover on it. That's kind of odd. Huh. Why does it zoom in on the space guy? Regardless, the treatment looks so good. It looks so good. Yeah. So I do like the treatment. Well, let's see if we can jump into a draft. I have not drafted this set at all. Well, another Tezzeret. All right, we'll open packs later. Let's do it. Let's see if it'll let us do it. By the way, Richard Draft Channel would just be him saying every card in the new set is unplayable. I mean, that is the Richard way. Premier is best of one, right? Let's do it. All right, here we go. Draft number 1. So what do we want to open, chat? Strip Mine? I want Strip Mine. I would want to open Strip Mine more than anything, and then we will figure out a way to make it work. But I really want to Strip Mine people. That is what I'm most hyped about in the set. You know what sucks? Being late for your bus. Ooh, yeah, that is brutal. How you doing, Mega Magic Garb? Server's still kind of unstable. Yeah, I imagine. We'll see how far we make it. I believe Moto release, they says it 1 Eastern time. So it's not up yet. It'll be up in another hour or so. Ooh. Okay. Well. So it is not a strip mine, but it is one of the coolest spacecraft in the entire set. In Dawnsire Sunstar Dreadnought. I don't know how good spacecraft are. I don't know how good it is, but I think we got to take it and try, right? Like, this thing seems kind of like a bomb. If we tap 10 power creatures, we get a ridiculous removal spell. If we get over 20 power creatures, it just straight up kills people. Otherwise, Warp Shepherd, man, there's so much text on these cards. I think this might actually be might be standard playable. Vanishing Light's probably fine. I don't know. We're taking the Dawnsire. Do you think this card's gonna be good in standard? I saw people trying this on early access day. Oh yeah, we're gonna crew 20 here. Assuming the draft works, we'll see. We might have. Oh, okay. So we need to get 20 counters on this. How do we get 20 counters on our spacecraft? What does this do? When it enters Surveil 2 station +4, it becomes a 2/2. When it enters, put 2 counters on something, put an exiled card with warp on the bottom of the library. So what color is best with Dawnsire? Is there anything in specific we're looking for? 4 mana Vigilance. Deal damage, toughness rather than power. Station with toughness. That would be fine. This card's probably good, but it's 2 colors. Station Monitor. That is probably fine. Depressurized. Early game removal. Oh. Charge up that spacecraft. Yeah, big warp stuff is probably the way to go. Do we want this Warden? You know what? I'm going to take... This is probably a horrible idea. I'm going to take Drill Too Deep. I feel like main deck artifact removal actually seems good in this set. So I think maybe second pick is probably extreme, but Dawnsire. Eldrazi Temple. Not going to be great in limited. When it enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 creatures. Can take this Tiger. Maybe we're Gruul. Gruul seems reasonable. I guess this thing's probably fine, right? Red Tiger Mechan. I don't think it's like a bomb, but it seems fine. Like, it's roughly on curve. It's got haste. We can warp it. Warp works with our spacecraft. Oh my goodness. Oh, I mean, this card's got to be horrible in limited, right? But it's a spacecraft. How insane is it to take Eternity Elevator here? We could take the Might. The Might's fine. We could take this Hexproof robot. Probably Zookeeper Mechan is probably the smartest pick. Just a 2-drop that ramps. That's probably the best pick. I feel like Eternity Elevator is just going to be really bad. I don't know how. Even once we crew it, it just makes more mana. It seems... I'm more excited about Inconstructed, I guess. I think I'm just going to take Zookeeper here. Yeah, I think one busted spacecraft probably good enough. Oh, I know this card's good because I actually played this. We played this in our warp deck yesterday on Budget Magic. Webstarker Ardent. It warps cheap. It deals damage. It's not exactly on curve as a 2/3 for 3, but it's not that far from being on curve, and it's in our colors. Oh wait, there's just another Mechan though. Oh wait, am I overrating this mana dork? I feel like Mechan's really good. Yeah, I think this card, yeah, it's an Impact Tremors on a body that you can warp. You know what? I'm going to take another Mechan, though. We're gonna stick with the plan. We're going to stick with it. What does this do? 6 damage target creature. If excess damage is dealt, create a lander token. I mean, not great removal, but it's fine. 6 mana, 4/5 lifelink. Mini your end step. If you control 2 or more tap creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control other than this creature. I mean, that's a big lifelink body. I mean, Big Red being open is good for us because so far we're a mono red spacecraft deck. Ooh. See, if this was paper, I would be snapping off this Godless Shrine for value. Remnant Elemental. 0/4 reach, landfall +2/+0. This digs for spacecraft, although I don't know if we want to... I don't know if we need to go into another color yet. Oh, that's expensive. This was one of our spoiler cards. It is removal. Yeah, let's stay course. Let's stay course. Nebula Dragon. Wow, my god, that's a lot of mana. Oh, the art's cool, though. The art's super cool. 7 mana 4/4 when it enters Lightning Bolt. That is the definition of draft chaff. If we had those Eternity Elevators, we do actually have a lot of ramp, and it is, you know what, we're gonna take it. It's only red card. If we just cut ramp long enough. Ooh, wait. When it enters 10 damage to one, maybe we're, oh, do you think the Eternity Elevator is gonna come back? Okay. Oh, yeah, return update, sure. Come on. Now I actually want the Eternity Elevator on the wheel. I actually would love to get the Eternity Elevator on the wheel. Because we can ramp into this Pinnacle Starship. There's no way. Someone's going to rare draft it. I'll take this green card. Eternity Elevator? Come on. Come on, Magic Gods. Hey, what's up, Motherfrogger? How are you? Pinnacle Starship seems like it's kind of like a bomb. Yeah, all right, we'll take the colorless card. I don't think we're going to play it, but we could play it. Hey, that's a red card. We'll take it. Okay, I mean, red seems open. Red seems open. Oh. I don't know. I think Anti-Casual Vestige is actually very good. I think it's actually very good. I think it can see standard play. What do we have here? So, Moonlight Meditation. Plaza of Heroes, not for us. The Angel, probably not for us. What does this do? 6/6. Oh, this is the landfall trample thing. I mean, that's actually not horrible if we want to be some big rule deck. Be near end step if you voided. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Not great. Shattered Wings. Jellyfish? Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be in blue. I'm going to take the big green thing. Ooh, double rare. Terra Symbiosis. Wait, can we put counters on things? It's only +1/+1 counters on creatures, sadly. Unfortunately. How good is Ruinous Rampage? Yeah, I feel like, so we're heading towards like a Gruul ramp stompy style deck. That is our goal. Ooh, okay. How about Sammy's Curiosity? Terra Symbiosis is super cool. I just don't know if we can do anything with it. We don't really have counter synergies. We can take another removal spell. Maybe the Curiosity comes back. Let's just snag another Orbital Plunge. Plunge's removal. Wait, target creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. If that creature has flying, it deals twice that much damage instead. Oh, another drill. Is main deck artifact removal worth it in this set? Like, do you actually want main deck artifact removal? When it enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. I mean, there's the counter synergies. This is good removal. Do we take this over the Drill Too Deep, which can help? Yeah, let's just take the removal spell. You know what I'd kind of like? It's darkness. Oh, I love darkness. You got an Ancient Tomb in your sealed pool? Oh, that's so good. We can try to poison him. What does this do? 3/3 for 3 reach. When you block a creature with flying gets big. The bad spaceship. I mean, we can take the Drill Too Deep. I kind of want some card draw of some kind. Yeah, it's not a strip mine, but it's still sweet. All right, we're gonna take the Drill Too Deep. I mean, Plasma Bolt's probably fine. This thing's probably fine. This thing's probably good with the spacecraft, actually. We can warp it for 2, gain 2, get 5 counters, and then do it again. We could just take Plasma Bolt. Yeah, I kind of want the worm, I think. The worm seems good for what we're trying to do. Our curve doesn't look too bad. Sacrifice this artifact, destroy target non-land permanent, costs 3 less to cast if you control a spacecraft. We could take the Sammy's Curiosity. Sammy's Curiosity or Torpedo. Yeah, let's just take the Curios. Is Sweep actually good? Yeah, I'm going to take Sammy's Curiosity. I want to try out Sammy's Curiosity. Are there any good draw spells in Gruul in this set? I was just wondering that. There is this thing. Artifact enters, you can discard a card, draw 2. So a little card selection. Creature gains haste. Full Bore. Full Bore is really scary, but we're going to take this Moxite, I think. Another Torpedo. Oh, this thing's probably fine. So it's a 2/1 that makes a lander, a 4/3 that, or makes 2 landers, or 4/3 that doesn't. Our opponent chooses. Another Sammy's Curiosity. Oh, maybe we just take that. You know what? Let's take. Yeah, we'll try. Let's try the Kavu. Let's try the Kavu. 4 or 5 reach gets +1/+1 counter. Shattered Wings. I don't know how much artifact and enchantment removal we realistically want. Yeah, the 2-drop does seem pretty good and limited. This hits creatures with flying too. Yeah, we already have 2 artifact removal spells. When it enters, attach it to a creature, +2/+1 in reach. Yeah, let's take. We're not gonna play any of those. All right, we'll take the Rampage so it doesn't get played against us. Take the green card. Is there fixing in this set? Well, I guess we get a Sweeper. I don't know if we even want to play the Sweeper. We already have. I mean, we have enough cards to make a deck. Oy! Wow, another Mythic. Devastating Onslaught. Double X in red. Create X tokens that are copies of target artifact or creature you control. They gain haste. Sack them to be in the next end step. Is this worth it? I think that would be probably not great, but it's kind of funny. Yeah, I think we got. I mean, we can also take another Terra Pack and Tim. Wow, we're running out of time. We got to go way faster. Oh my god. Oh, the 9. Okay, well, you know what? Let's take the 9/9 actually. Oh man, I don't know if that was the right pick, but it might be. It might be. We'll see. We'll see. When this creature, how is our curve looking? So we're a little light on 3s. And we got plenty of big stuff. Okay. 3s and 2s. Nutrient Block. That's a 1. I mean, I guess we can take another Drill Too Deep. Is 3 Drill Too Deeps too much? All right, let's do it. Yeah, we'll see if it actually lets us play a game. Oh, oh. We got to take this, right? We got to take it. We have big things. 6 mana. Put an artifact or creature from your hand on the battlefield. It gains haste. When it leaves the battlefield, deals that much damage to everything else second on your end step. It's like a wrath. It's not even like a great wrath, but it is. Oh, this 2-drop is actually probably good. Yeah, all right. We gotta take the cool card. We're gonna take the cool card. Ooh, extended breeding pool. Do we start rare drafting? Create a lander token, can sack an artifact. Oh, we can just take another Zookeeper. We'll take all the Zookeepers in this deck. Now we can maybe take the Weftstalker. Wait, what does this do? Oh, it's a fight spell? Yeah, a risky removal spell. I guess more removal's fine. Ardent's good, though. Let's take Ardent. Yeah, wraths are so good in limited. Well, okay, I mean, that's removal. I guess this is also ramp. Gene Polluter. Tap and untap permanent you control. So we can tap landers. Is that better than just... Yeah, we'll take another removal spell. Oh, it's too late to live the dream. Is it? Wait, how many landers do we have? Can we... No, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work at all. Let's take this warp thing, I guess. Warp by toughness. Yeah, we'll just take that. That's fine. When it enters or dies, surveil. I mean, that's actually not a bad crewer. We can take the Corgi for Crim. 2 mana, 2/1. When it becomes tap, gain a life. Put a card from your graveyard on the bottom of your owner's library. We'll just say we said we need more 3s. If we had gotten Infinite Guideline Station earlier, we definitely would have tried to build around it. If this was pack 1 instead of pack 3, we definitely would have went in on it. The real question is, do you think they're gonna let us play the games of our draft? Oh, is Simic bad or something? I feel like this card's good. Why is this in the pack so late? People just must not be in Simic. But I mean, 2 mana 2/2 that makes a lander and then can draw later. That seems solid. Target creature you control gets +1/+0 haste. 3/3 blocks flyers. All right, we'll use that to take down the spacecraft. And let's take Litho Breaking. I don't think we're gonna play it. How was pre-release for everyone? I'm curious. So the set before this was Final Fantasy. Hey, good morning, Owen One By. How are you? The set before this was Final Fantasy, the literal most hype set, best-selling set of all time. How did Edge of Eternities pre-release compare to Final Fantasy? Like, as far as the number of people there, was it similar? Oh, we got to cut a lot of cards. Okay, so 4 with Orzhov. Nice. Congratulations, Chrono. Still sold out. I mean, that's good. I feel like Magic is... I know Mark Rosewater said something about this on his blog this week, on the Blogatog, but I feel like Magic actually is growing because of Universes Beyond. Some of the consequences of this are maybe not great because it leads to higher prices. We got stuff above MSRP. But if you just look at everything together, I don't think there's any doubt that Magic is getting bigger and bigger. Did you get to play? I did not play a pre-release, unfortunately. My store had 44 people, which is less than Final Fantasy, but still a lot. I don't see the youngsters playing anymore. Yeah, that's the question. Can we actually get the youngsters into the game? I wonder if Magic's... I don't know. When you compare Magic to, like, and I hate saying this because I am, Magic to the end, ride or die, but when you compare Magic to something like Marvel Snap, let's say, what is a 8-year-old, 10-year-old, 12-year-old gonna play? Marvel Snap, you can probably pick up and play halfway competently. Even if you don't play it halfway competently, your game's going to be over in 2 minutes while you're riding the bus or whatever, you know, like I feel like that's kind of the challenge of Magic, is it's so complex and so challenging to learn. It's hard. I don't know if you ever taught someone Magic. When I was at the wedding last weekend, I got to play some wedding Magic. My little nephew was there, so I was trying to teach my little nephew how to play Magic. I taught him a few years ago when he was like 8, but then he kind of got out of it. He's getting back into it again. So I was trying to teach him, and at one point he played like a bounce land that you should have to bounce a land back to your hand. And I thought about it, I was like, I don't even know if I bothered to correct it. Like, we're dealing with more important things right now. Maybe I'll just save the bounce land explanation for later. That might just be one too many things. But the game's just so complex to pick up, and also so expensive in paper, that I feel like those are barriers for getting the youngins in. I'm 14, been playing for 6 years. Hey, that's awesome. How did you get into it? I took this name, not you. How did you get into Magic? Was it a family member, a friend, the internet? I'm actually curious. No kid can afford to play. Budget Magic videos are $50-$80 for a standard deck. Yup. The sad thing is, that's actually, and this probably sounds like I'm defending Budget Magic, but that's actually very cheap compared to a tier deck. But if you're 12 years old or 10 years old, that is still a ton of money. All right, let's see if we can make a deck here. So what is the idea of this deck? Dawnsire. So we want things that work with Dawnsire. We also have this Wrath, so we like big creatures. We're keeping this. So this is removal. These are removal. This is removal. This is removal. Then we have this thing. Oh, second artifact or land, draw a card. That's probably getting cut. We're keeping the drill too deeps because we're all in on our combo. We'll count them as removal. Close enough. So let's see. We're gonna keep all these. I don't know about this sweeper. We're gonna keep that. This could probably get cut. Litho breaking can get cut. We can probably cut that. When it enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter has trample. I mean, that seems fine. We can warp it, put a counter on something, use it to station. Landfall Trampler. Oh, this thing's probably got to go. 4 mana, 1/3. Yeah, we're going to restart after we build our deck before we start playing. 4 mana, 1/3. Pay 10, sacrifice it. Lightning Bolt. Draw 3, gain 3. Cost X less to cast Rags. Oh, yeah. We have 2 differently named lands in our deck. That's not going to work for us. We probably don't need all those. Okay, we got to cut 5 more cards. Where are we at with Nebula Dragon? Do you think there's enough pieces to make a standard stack? Probably Boros using High Tide, Clear and Conquer, some other stuff. Really, Litho Breaking is awesome. Oh, maybe we got to keep Litho Breaking. I will say, I think there are enough pieces to build a standard stack. Whether or not that is actually a good deck, that is another question. But I think we can build one. Format's slow. What about, where are we actually at with Dig Through Deeps? Do we actually want 3 Drill 2 Deeps? Did I say Dig 2 Deeps? Drill 2 Deeps. Do we actually want 3 of those? Or is that just insanity to play 3 of those? Like, is every deck going to have artifacts because of the spacecraft? I guess worst case, we have a couple of spacecraft that can charge up. We have to cut 4 of something, though. What are our 4 worst cards, chat? With the release of Gundam TCG, the rise of paper standard in my area, my play group hasn't played Commander in weeks. It has finally time for 1v1 formats to shine. Ooh, that's sweet tier 1v1 making a comeback. You know what? Let's go 2. Let's go 2. We'll go 2. All right, we got to cut 3 more cards. I kind of want to keep Nebula Dragon. I don't think Nebula Dragon's good, but look at that art. I know that's not a good justification. Ah! Oh, we're going to have to restart, aren't we? I think we have to actually do the update. Tuga Buddy! Welcome to the fishbowl. Oh, we just killed Arena. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoop cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Arena. All right, let's. All right, back to here. Avert your eyes. All right, let's try it again. Hopefully we're good now. Hopefully we're good now. Can you cut a land due to the lander tokens? So we could in theory, but in practice, the deck is pretty mana hungry. So I don't think we actually want to. Like, we have 7 drops. We have that 9-drop warp thing. I don't know anything about Gundam. The only thing... Oh, no, are we... The only thing I know about Gundam is I saw this Reddit post that was like, I went to my LGS, and there were all these people playing with playmats that were very sexualized, and it was making me uncomfortable. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna get to meme on Richard because this has got to be about One Piece. It's got to be about One Piece. And apparently it was about Gundam. That's all. No, come on, Arena. That is all I know about Gundam. How do I feel about control in the new standard? There's a lot of good control pieces. We'll have to see what the meta... Like, right now, the question is, how much does the meta change? Are we going to get a brand new... Arena is chugging along today, eh? Are we getting a whole new meta? Wait, are you guys locked out of Arena now, too? Why can I... Oh, no. Why is it not even giving me the patch? Oh, we were gonna station that spacecraft so hard. But I mean, that's the question, right? Are we getting a brand new meta? Is it going to be basically the same meta? How aggro is the meta? I think the control will likely have a role. Moto does not have Edge of Eternities yet. Store is down, so they're probably patching to fix it. Yeah, okay, well, we'll be back. We'll be back, Arena. You have not defeated us yet. All right, let's, we can try I'm pretty sure they said Moto. I'm pretty sure they said Moto launches at 1 Eastern. So I'm pretty confident Moto's not going to have Edge of Eternities up yet. Learn some Star Wars. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna learn some Star Wars. I don't know about right now, but mobile just came. Hopefully, it's got to come back soon. Are other people successfully streaming it? That's always a question, right? If other see, like Ash Lizzle's in, sort of. How about okay? Okay, well, thank you, Amy. It's not just you. Okay, it looks like... Oh, waiting for server. Oh, wait, is Nami in? No. All right. Yeah, it looks like it's not just us. It's not just us. Okay. I'm curious. So I know Stone Rain. Stone Rain's been convincing me to get into Star Wars, the game. Sent me a couple of starter decks so I can learn how to play it. Have any of you edging to Edge of Eternities? Indeed, I think I saw a video titled that, actually. I think that was what's his name's opening video. Anyway, have any of you played the Star Wars game? Star Wars Unlimited? Is it fun? Is it worth it? I mean, in general, I just don't really do other TCGs. I feel like TCGs are such a big commitment that it's really hard to pick up another TCG. You got to get the cards, you got to learn the game, you got to find people to play with. But I probably should learn some other ones. Any chance you do a stream where you try Edge of Edge in Modern? It's been a while since you did a Modern stream. Maybe Badger. So I've definitely been playing more Modern, so expecting more Modern on the YouTube makes sense. I'm hoping to have Modern back in the regular rotation on the YouTube. For streams, I'm sure we'll do a Modern stream at some point. But I think in general, Arena works better for streams just because it looks nicer. Moto tends to be slow. Oh no, I typed my super long password wrong. Okay, let us in, Arena. Moto tends to be slow, so I think Moto I really like more once I can edit it and get some of the dead space out of it, but yeah, I mean, we were able to draft too. We have our deck drafted. We also, as a backup, we have Moto downloading its patch here very slowly. One way or another, we're going to play Magic somewhere. Either that or we'll just talk about Edge of Eternities. So chat, what's your favorite Edge of Eternities card as we're waiting for all this stuff? What's your favorite card? Y'all always ask me my favorite card from the set. What's your favorite? I don't even care if it's good. It can be a random common that you just really love for some reason. Whatever criteria you want to use. Elegy Acolyte. That's a card that I initially kind of overlooked. I was like, it seems like an intro pack rare. And then I saw people playing it during early access, and it actually looked pretty solid. How did everyone come to work at MTG Goldfish? Who, Shocklands? Remind me after we talk about these Edge cards, and I'll tell you the story. The Zack Outlet's insane. The Zack Outlet, I think, is the best card in the set. And people overlook it a bit because it's an uncommon. It doesn't get the hype. But it is such a power creep uncommon. It's so good. I'm also the 8-mana green mythic. I'm intrigued by Famished World Tire. I got a deck built for it. We'll see if it works. It's one of the cards I'm waiting to try. This land combo deck. We'll see if it actually works. Frenzied Baloth, yeah, we're gonna have to play some mono green. Mono green's also on my to-do list. For Star Wars Unlimited, we had 10 new players start. Our locals are usually 16 every week. It's becoming very popular. Wow, it seems like it's thriving where you're at, Stone Rain. That's awesome. Arshinies, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. You got back in. All right, let's try. Oh no. Files corrupt. Oh no. Unable to retrieve application files. Files corrupted in deployment. That's okay. We're having all kinds of issues here. So Moto not working. Okay. Arena. How did everyone start working at Goldfish? So here's the quick rundown of how everyone started working at Goldfish. Richard started Goldfish around when original Innistrad was releasing, so early 2010s. A couple years after that, he decided, and originally the site was just prices. Do I think Endstone is good? I think it's fun. I think it's a good commander card. Whether it's actually a good like standard card, maybe in a specific combo, but I think it's more of a commander card. So Richard started Goldfish maybe 2011, 2012. It was just prices. A couple years after that, I met Richard on Reddit, actually. I was posting random Magic stuff on Reddit. Richard was like, hey, I want to add content to my site. You should write this stuff on my site instead of on Reddit. So I started writing on the site. So it was the three of us. The two of us. And then Tomer came on next to do Commander Clash. Tomer had been writing for pure MTGO, doing budget commander stuff. So he came over to Goldfish. We started doing Commander Clash. Tomer started doing stuff. Crim, yeah, Richard actually made the first Goldfish. There's one budget Magic, you can still find it, that is Richard doing a budget Magic in like 2014 or something. And then Crim beat Richard at F&M. And Richard was like, you're hired, which I think is actually the story. They played at the same LGS, and he beat him in some, I can't remember. Richard told the story one time. He beat him in some interesting way in a modern F&M. And Richard asked him to start doing content. And then Phil actually, I had talked to Phil because I really liked his content. I found his content randomly, and I was like, wow, his content is just so incredibly good. And I mentioned it to Richard. I was like, this guy makes really good content. If we could ever get him on the site, that would be awesome. And then Phil randomly was like, he sent me a message. And he was like, well, he had just finished school. He had made the Magic content for like a school project. And he was like, I'm either going to go like make this Magic thing my career for now, or I'm going to have to, stop doing this and get a real job. And it worked out that, that we actually, it took a while to figure it out, but got Phil to come on, which I was thrilled about, because I knew as soon as I saw, if you go to Phil's personal channel sometime, and he was making the same kind of videos he makes on Goldfish now. And as soon as I saw them, I was just like, man, if Phil ever like could just get in front of more eyes, his content, people will love it. Like, it's just so well edited. It's so well put together. Oh no, man. Oh no, Magic is dying in every form. Moto's dying. Okay, so one of you has to work. Oh, Jake. Wow, Jake. So Jake was on, Jake and Chaz are two of the Lost Goldfish members. Jake, I don't remember. I want to say Jake was writing pauper articles on the site. In that, we asked him to do Commander Clash because we needed another person to do Commander Clash. And then Jake, like, almost died or something. I can't remember. This was a long time ago. But he had, like, some big health issue. Ended up stopping making content. Chaz was originally on the podcast when it first started. And is on the first, like, maybe 200 episodes or something. And he ended up eventually doing real world stuff. I think he became a college professor or something and just stopped doing as much content stuff. Yeah, Arena and Moto are currently both not working for us. Yeah, we're desperate. We're trying to get either one working. We just want to do an Edge of Eternities draft, and neither client is working at the moment. I would love to get Jake back for a reunion episode. We were talking this February, November, maybe? Sometime the end of this year will be the 10-year anniversary of Commander Clash. I would love to get Jake back to do one episode. Hey, Nisa Meow Meow for the 69th month. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Do you know the story behind Goldfish's artist? So actually, we needed a thumbnail artist, and I think Richard, I don't know exactly where, but Richard put out the call somewhere asking for people to send them their portfolios, basically, because we were looking to hire an artist to help with thumbnail stuff and artwork around the site. And Adriano, like, his style just stuck out. So when we went through all the artwork that people sent in, Adriano's artwork really just like stood out from the pack, and we're like, that's the one. And Adriano's been the artist for Goldfish ever since. It's been a long time now that he's been doing it. Have you ever considered doing pauper on Commander Clash? So if you go back into the dark annals of Commander Clash, down in the early years when we played on Magic Online, one time we played Pauper Commander, and we pretty much all agreed it was one of our least favorite episodes we ever did. We hated it. And this was like 9 years ago. This was a long time ago, so it'd probably be different now. But at the time, it just felt like every deck had a ton of good removal and counter spells, but no one had any good finishers. So it was just people playing like vanilla, like 5-mana 5/5s to try to win and getting them counterspelled and doombladed again and again. And it just took forever, and it felt like nothing cool was happening. So because of that one game, we kind of swore off the idea of doing Pauper Commander, although people keep asking about it. And I kind of think that the servers are down now. I kind of think that it might be different now, with just how much power creep we've gotten. I think it might play differently now. I also think we played it wrong, because this was before, like, whatever Pauper Commander was a thing. So I think we also played with Pauper Legends. I want to say that it was, like, Common Legends, too. I'd have to look back on it. Gonna fire up Hearthstone, do some battlegroundsing. You're in the game. I cannot even get past this black screen. Oh, Moto. Okay, Moto. Wait, we got another shot at it. How many Wizards digital products cannot work at once on release day? Okay, we're into Moto. Do they even have drafts up? I don't think they launched till 1, so I think it's still a half hour until Moto launches Edge of Eternities. Or we would just jump into one here if that was an option. Hey Zeth, only ever played Commander, but recently started watching more and more Standard videos. Is Standard hard to get into if someone has only played Commander? So Karakat, the answer is no. Honestly, and I think, I'm curious if chat would weigh in on this too. In my opinion, Commander is actually one of the worst formats to learn Magic in. It's also the most common format to learn Magic these days because Commander is just so massively powerful. And it does have some upsides with like the social elements with your friends. But if you can like halfway reasonably play Commander, Standard should be easy for you. You get play sets of cards means you only have a handful of cards in your decks. You only have one opponent to deal with. It's actually way easier to learn Standard than Commander. So if you already know Commander, I think you can easily pick up Standard. The biggest difference is going to be just the philosophy of the format, the ethos of the format. With Commander, it's about having fun, right? If you're playing a Commander game, the goal is that everyone's trying to have a good time and help the whole table have a good time. When you play Standard, your opponent's goal is going to be to kill you. And if that means locking your mana base out of the game or comboing off or killing on turn 3 if they can, they are going to do that. So you get a little bit of a different philosophy, I guess, about just like the vibes are a little different. But as far as just how to play the game, I think you will actually do better in Standard than Final Fantasy. Super Jump. I don't even know what that is. Okay, back Arena. Still not doing anything. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. I didn't expect it to be this bad. I figured we'd be able to do something, but yeah, Arena's dying. Do you think the blue instant where you play stock up, or do you just play both? I've been thinking a lot about Consult the Star Charts. I've been thinking a lot about it. I think where I'm at with this card currently is I think that stock up is better in most decks still. Just always getting 2 cards from your top 5 for 3 mana is very efficient. So I think you're still going to see a lot of decks default to stock up. I think that is, in a vacuum, slightly better than Consult the Star Charts. I think that Consult is really, really good in a couple of places. One is really good in Control, right? Where it's an instant, so you can leave up your counters, leave up your instant speed interaction, and then draw end step if you don't need to. So that's one. The other place I'm actually very interested in it is in decks that are looking for specific cards. So I was working on a Doppelgang deck. You know me and my Doppelgang decks. And in general, I play stock up in the Doppelgang decks. But the more I think about Console, I'm like, wait, I make a ton of mana. I should be able to get a ton of lands on the battlefield where this is going to be digging 10 cards deep or something pretty realistically in the mid game. So I think in a deck like that, where I'm looking for my Doppelgangs and I'm going to have a ton of mana, this is probably just better, right? I think that would be at the top of my list there. So I think stock up probably, they're both good. Stock up better in a vacuum slightly. I don't know if you can afford to play both in the same deck. Like, do you have enough room to play that much card draw in the same deck would be the question. Wait, the Goldfish Discord is down too? Maybe the whole internet's just dying today. Wait, is Richard here? Hey, what's up, Richard? I missed your message. Yeah, we can't get Arena or Moto to work at the moment. Well, we got Moto to work, but the new events aren't up on Moto. Arena, we've been trying for a half hour, so we're just chatting and having a good time. Hey, what's up, Richard? Chat has requested a limited series, Richard. I told him you're not really doing the content thing at the moment, but chat, they said Richard should create his own YouTube channel, MTG Goldfish Limited maybe. And just do draft videos because of your awesome draft takes. So If you ever feel like making some content, Richard, you know, people want to see you do some drafting. Yes. Yes, you have to choose between Edge of Eternities draft and your firstborn. What would a true Magic player choose? If Final Fantasy comes around again, yeah. Yeah, you said you're kind of mid on Edge of Eternities, right? On your initial reaction to man, we just got the black screen of death here. So chat, what if digital magic doesn't work today? What is our plan B? We can play the art. We haven't done the art game in a while. I keep thinking that one of these, I mean, worst case, the events are supposed to go live on Moto in 24 minutes. Spellify. What is Spellify? Oh, Spellify. Oh, we did this before. Oh God. What is this, hard mode? Look at all those words. No. That's way too many words. Artifact. Wait, does this mean it's a black card? Does the border matter here? Like, so am I assuming this is a black card? Okay, so it's a black artifact card. BOLASES''CI. Okay, not Bolas's Citadel. This is weird. I feel like I should know what this card is. You got in? You got in? I've been trying for. I have not had any luck. We got in earlier and we drafted. But then as soon as we finished drafting, it wouldn't let us into a game, and now it's been doing this. Oh, that's different. It's not a black screen of death, at least. Maybe it's back. Maybe it's back. It can't be. All right, let's go. Wish Claw. I don't think Wish Claw fits either. Let's go A. Okay. So we get what? 13. A. This has to be An. A-N. Let's go N. Oh, okay. An. So this has to start with a vowel. What else? Wish Claw? Let's go W. Oh! No. Wish. Oh my God. Wish Claw. Can we just type it? Are we going for it? Wish Claw. Talisman. Yes. Yes. Oh, we're so good. Wait, we only get to play one? Hard mode. Oh, so it doesn't tell you anything? Oh, that seems tough. Can you go through old ones? Or no? Like, can we go through the backlog? Because I haven't been playing this all along. Well, I know Wordle. You're in a match? Oh, wait a minute. I wonder if our deck still exists. Let's see. Oh, ranked is locked? Wait, did they take down? Oh, I think they took down our event. Wait, this like reverted back to Throne of Eldrade. Where is? Did they take down all the Edge of Eternity stuff? This like reverted back to how it was a couple hours ago. Our deck was so cool. We were gonna Dawnsire people. All right, let's beat this on hard mode real quick because we're so good at things. So this is an infamous purple card. Wish Claw tallies. I don't think it's Wish Claw. Well, let's start with an A. Ooh, A. Denton. A. Wait, that's What is this word? What is this word, chat? I feel like we should know what this word is. Adapt. Yes, yes. Okay, so it's an adapt creature. Adapt. And then what is this? We gotta be able to get this. We gotta be able to get this. So it's an adapt creature. EXP experimental. No. What has adapt? Mutant. Let's get an M in there. Okay, mutant. Discard. D-I-S. Discard a card. Yeah, let's get a C. And an R. Adapt. So it's got to be draw. So draw a card, then discard a card. Okay. Evolution say no. Benthic Biomance. Let's get a B in there. Hey, chat, you're too good at this. You're too good at this. Benthic Bio. Yes. We did it. We did it. Benthic. B-E-N-T-H-I-C Biomancer. Oh no, wait. Do we break this too? Wait, did we not win? I thought we won. Oh, Arena's black to a... I'm sorry, Chad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know why Arena's so bad today. Just when there was hope. Just when there was hope. We were so close. All right. Let's try it again. I mean, we can always play the art game, the best of Magic streaming games. How hard do we want it though? Standard's the easy mode. Pioneer modern. Vintage is ridiculous. Let's go modern. Let's go modern. Get our game ready, Scryfall. Oh. Do I not know this card? It looks Boros. But there's a wizard guy throwing lightning bolts. I don't know what this card is. Skip it. Oh, land destruction from shadows. Oh, Nahiri's warcrafting. All right. We'll skip. Structural distortion. Oh, error uploading data. Man, Arena's so scuffed today. What about this thing? If it was literal stone rain, I would have known. This guy also does not look familiar. Maybe I'm bad at this game. Oh, Arena. You're killing me. You're killing me, Arena. You're killing me. One card? Yeah, this game's hard. Is it still not working for you, Richard? Oil Gorger. Okay, all right. Hang on. Standard. We'll just do standard. We'll go on easy mode. Oh, Lantern Ghost. Dust. Boot. There's a boot. It's a cowboy boot. It's Outlaws of Thunder Junction. Torched the Witness? Oh, it's an evidence okay, let's... Two people said Torch the Witness. Wow, you're right. Well done. Ooh, okay. So it's got to be from Ixalan. There's sharks flying, swimming. Are we under the water? Why is that up there? So it's sunken restless reef. Good job, chat. Pouncing saddle cat. Oh, ride the lynx. This has got to be OTJ too. Yeah, I'm doing worse than you are, Richard. Questless piece. Oh, Felidare Pouncer. Felidare Arnix. Let's try it like that. Oh, trained Arnix. Whoever said Arnix was actually right. That was good. Oh, this is a rare. I actually know this card. It's the one where you play a thing, you get a dinosaur, and when you do another thing, you get a treasure. It's a red enchantment. Poetic Ingenuity. Poetic Ingenuity? Poetic Reunion? I don't know why I think Ingenuity. Yeah. I know. We know the card. I want to say Ingenuity. Poetic Ingenuity. Yes! Oh, now this. See, this is some draft chaff. I always felt like Poetic Ingenuity should be a playable card. Mechazom, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you. I'll trust you, limited experts. I don't think it's Windrake, because I know what Windrake is. Yeah, Geyser Drake. Oh, see, I'm really good at knowing the rares. I know what they do. This is the 2-mana artifact that makes mana only for artifacts, and you play it in the artifact deck sometimes. And then you can exile a thing to get an artifact back from the graveyard. Fabrication Foundry. Oh, chat, you're saving me. Yes, Fabrication Foundry is the name of it. Okay. I don't know, some sort of plane wide it can't be plane wide. It's some sort of celebration. It's just like a party. It's a party in Aetherdrift. Starting column? It looks like a land to me. Start your engines. Inventor's Fair isn't in standard now, so I don't think it can be Inventor's Fair. Mana Rock from Aetherdrift. Yeah. See, I've blocked most of Aetherdrift out of my mind. Skip? Are we skipping? Starting. I mean, no one has gave me a better guess than starting column, so. Wow! Wait, what is the actual card? Oh, start your Yeah. Start your engines, Mana Rock. Well done. Chomp, I think, or whoever, World Champion NA. Is this the new Lander guy? Does this make a Lander token? I feel like this is the new, yeah. Sunstar Palette. Oh, Expansionist. It is the Lander token guy, right? It is. This exists in standard? Wait, what rabbit card is this? All right, Arena. How about working like a good client? All right. Come on. One time. I mean, in about 10 minutes, I think we can try drafting on Moto. Mother Rabbit? Is really? The name's just Mother Rabbit? Head of the Homesteads. I don't know about that guy's face. He's kind of leery. He's leering. Also, why is he wearing those keys? Wait, did he just suck that guy's blood to death? Wait, is Arena working for all of you, but not for me? Do we get banned because we're so good at the art game? They couldn't let it stand. All right, we'll try Noble Vampire. I don't think that's. I don't know if there's a card named Noble Vampire, but there might be. Vampire Gourmand. Man, this game is way harder than I would have thought. Huh. Is that a guild gate? Is it really? That doesn't look like, I don't even see a gate. You're right. Oh, Dragon Mage, right? Dragon Mage. That's got to be Dragon Mage. It's a 7-drop wheel dragon. Yeah, Dragon Mage. Oh, this one. Is this Edge of Eternities? That kind of looks spacey. Other servers having same MTG A issues. Some have gotten in. Yeah, I guess we can check in on. We can check in on everyone else. See if anyone else is actually playing Magic.
So normally when we have this.
All right, let's see who's actually successfully playing Magic today. Anyone? Let's see, Crokies. Wait, that's Arena. That's an Umbro Collar Zealot. Wait a minute, it's working for some people. Then we got Nummy. Okay, cracking a vault. Wait, are we the only one that doesn't have Arena? Ash Lizzle. Is this working for everyone but us? Everyone but us and Amy, apparently. Who's eating a banana. Okay. I guess it's like 50-50. Like, half the people are actually playing Arena. Why are we not playing Arena? I've restarted it so many times. Yeah, maybe it's the East Coast, bro. I mean, it's not working for me, period. I can't even just get into... I can't even get into Arena, period. Yeah, I could restart the PC, but then I have to restart the stream. So I'd like to avoid that if possible, just because it's super clunky to stop the stream halfway through. I mean, they're supposed to launch on Moto at 1, so in 8 minutes. So I think worst case, Arena never works, and in theory we get to do a draft on Moto in 8 minutes. We'll see. Otherwise, Battlegrounds it is. I don't think there's a way to select servers for Arena. At least not that I know of. Oh, so that would explain it. We just low rolled this release date. That's how it always goes. That, like, it depends on your server. Sometimes we're the lucky ones that we're the only one that's playing when no one else is playing. This release, we are the unlucky ones. Oh, I haven't played actual Hearthstone in a long time. I play Battlegrounds. At one point, I did some limited. What do they call limited? I can't even remember. I did some limited runs at one. Ooh. Wait, that was a sound effect. Waiting for server. Okay. Oh, but there's no limited. I mean, I guess maybe we could play something in Constructed. Oh, I don't trust this Arena at all. We're technically in. I still haven't gotten the 10 gigabyte download, which I assume is part of the issue here. So we literally can't go to ranked. Apparently we can't finish our draft. I don't know. Do you think we'll ever be able to finish our draft? Do you think it's even possible? Let's see if we can even play a constructed game. What cards do I think are currently undervalued and worth picking up? Ooh, well, if not now, then shortly. The Shocklands are going to be the big one, I think. The current price, it depends on what you can get them at now, but every time, it happens every time, they reprint Shocklands. Shocklands dropped down to about $8, $7, somewhere in that price range, maybe $5 to $10, let's say. Shocklands will drop down to $5 to $10. And then after they go out of print and people aren't opening Edge of Eternities, because they are in such incredibly high demand for Commander and for Modern, along with being in Standard, they go back up to $15 or $20. It's rinse and repeat. It does the same thing every time. So yeah, I think those are like, they seem very safe if you want to just like buy them for the long-term hold. So I think that's one that would stick out. Yeah, let me see if let's see. Well, this is a deck I think I was going to do for a video, but let's see if we can even play Constructed. I kind of want to, let's see, export to Arena. Import. Oh, poor Arena. Okay, successfully imported. Sure, craft it. So do you think we'll ever get to finish our draft, chat? Like, do you think it'll happen someday, or do you think that draft's just gone forever? Oh, we have a deck. I don't think there's a way to force an update. So I really want to try some blinking warp shenanigans. I feel like maybe if we have a Panharmonicon that's on warp, and then we like play a Quantum Riddler and we draw 2 cards and we splash portal it and blink the Quantum Riddler and draw 2 more cards, it seems like it could get out of hand. We'll see if Arena even lets us play. But I used a seal token when it dropped. I hope I didn't lose a token. Yeah, I really don't know if they're gonna let us back in that draft ever or not. I mean, worst case, man, Arena's still very, very slow. I mean, if Moto actually just puts up drafts in 3 minutes, we'll just jump over and try a draft on Moto, I think. Because I currently do not have any faith. That Arena's actually gonna work. There is only one Starwinder, but there is a Starwinder in there. Uninstall and reinstall. Yeah, if it comes, it's got to just be the server thing. If there weren't other people having the same issue, I would be more worried about it. But because other people we've seen are having the same issue, hopefully it'll just start working once their servers are working. People are playing events instead of the queue. Oh, wait. I mean, we can't even play ranked. Ranked is not even an option here. So we're playing unranked. But at least it's Edge of Eternities. We have a hand, and there's a Panharmonicon. All right, this hand's fine. We got a Halia. I feel like Halia is actually a good card. We'll see exactly how good, but let's go Graveyard. We'll draw more lands. Opponent. Temple of Abandon. Charming Prince, yeah, from Foundations. Oh, also, I just realized there's not a sideboard for this deck, so I didn't add a sideboard, so we're not going to be sideboarding between these games. Let's play land, and do we just do the thing? Yeah, let's just do the thing. So Warp a Halia. Look at these synergies. Halia gains life. Charming Prince enters the battlefield. Do a little blinking of the Halia. Gain another life. And look at that. We got a 3-mana 3/3 for 1 mana. Whatever will you do, Gruul? Whatever will you do in the face of our mighty synergies? Hey, what's up from the US, Chucky? How is life in Germany? About it. Looking at the Halia. Oh yeah, they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. Hey Seth, finally able to catch you live. I've been having a blast playing your Mardu Burn control deck from a couple months ago. Was curious if you had any ideas for changes to the deck list since the bannings and Edge of Eternities release. Ooh, I'll have to. Aw, our Halia. how do we do this? We play Halia. I guess we could double warp just to draw a card. So we can play Halia. Yeah, let's do this. Warp a Panharmonicon. Double trigger. Surveil land. Double trigger. Get rid of that starting town. Oh man, that would have been so good in hand. We'll keep the splash portal. Hit you with the Charming Prince. Boner down to 18. End of turn. Draw a card with Halia. Pick them all up, but that's okay because we can warp them back into play. And the synergies are stacking up. Can we expect a video about teaching Arena Zoomers about Strip Mine? Yes. That is one of the decks that I want to build the most. So hopefully soon we will be teaching Arena Zoomers. We did it. We built a 3-mana draw one. Standard is ruined forever. What do we do here? I guess we get in with the Charming Prince. I mean, I guess we can just Halia. I kind of want to leave with the Parting Gust. So play the Halia, gain a life, get in with the Charming Prince, hit you. Down to 60 past the turn. Have you thought about a Ketramos Warp deck in Standard? Yeah, we played it a little bit during Early Access Day. I think that it definitely has potential. I think that is that's one of the cool things about the mechanic, about the warp mechanic, is there's a few different directions you can go. You can use it to try to station stuff. You can use it to do Ketramos shenanigans. You can blink your stuff. You can do the budget magic thing we did yesterday and try to haste in your warp threats. So there's actually a whole bunch of different directions you can go. Let's play the Vocalist. Get down, warp a Monicon opponent. Going to do dragon things. Draw some. Oh, they're teamer dragons. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they're going to play that Ureni pretty soon. Opponent draws a bunch of cards. We get a Panharmonicon. It double triggers. Go to combat. Torch the tower, the Charming Prince. Well, okay, let's Parting Gust. Blink the Charming Prince. Let's see if this works the way we want it to. I think if we stack the triggers, hopefully we get to draw off Halia, so this will come back. That'll gain us life. We will... Man, I'm worried that they're just going to wrath our board. Let's just scry 2, though. You know what? Let's scry 2 and exile the Panharmonicon. Okay. Those are cards that we want. Yes. Keep the Quantum Riddler. Oh, that's good. That is very good. Opponent. Down to 13. Opponent. Land. Bloomvine Regent. Gonna gain a little life. And okay, we get back to Vocalist. We gain a bit of life. Well, 1, 2. Actually, okay, let's 1, 2. Quantum Riddler. Warp it. Draw 2 cards. Panharmonicon value. Yes. Draw 2. Oh, this is going to be a turn. Okay, Parting Gust is very good. Oh, another Vocalist. Goodness. Well, now we will Splash Portal the Riddler. Get around that warp cost. Meticulous. Ooh, gain a bit of life. Draw a few cards. Another Riddler. Oh. Play a land. Okay. Warp a Riddler. It's happening. Yes, we'd like to gain a little life. Draw a few cards. Casually up to 39. Extraordinary. Oh my goodness. Extraordinary Journey too. All right. Yeah. We're just gonna pass. Don't worry about us, opponent. He said, in your opinion, What's your opinion on Grow to the Ashes from Foundations? Feels like a really good ramp spell that I have never seen played. I think it's fine. I think it could be good in a landfall style deck. The biggest problem it has is Spring Bloom Druid exists. Actually, let me look up. Maybe is this a Harrow effect, or is Grow from the Ashes ramp 1, and if you kick it, ramp 2? 3 mana search for basic, 5 mana search for 2 basics. So I think the issue is just, I mean, I guess it comes in playing untapped, which is nice, but it's kind of just 3 mana ramp 1. And there you have like Overlord of the Hauntwoods. You have a lot of options that essentially do the same thing. So I think it's not that it's bad. It just doesn't beat out the other 3 mana green ramp spells for most decks. Oh, I think, yes. I do have, let's see. I do have the deck list. I still need to add a sideboard, which I forgot to do. But that is the deck list. Yeah, I guess well, they could have removal, whatever. Whatever, we don't care about your Bloomvine Regent. So I don't know if Extraordinary Journey is worth it in this deck or not, but it does seem cute. So Extraordinary Journey, double blue and X. When it enters, exile up to X target creatures. They can be cast as long as they remain exile, but then one or more non-token creatures enter. If it enters from exile or was cast from exile, you draw a card once each turn. So the idea is that this is one of our card advantage engines. As we cast things from exile with Warp, we get to draw an extra card. It also works like a weird removal spell. We get rid of this Bloomvine Regent, and I guess a Charming Prince seems good. Exile. Play the Verge. Go to combat. Do a little attack and hit ya. I mean, this is working almost exactly how we drew it up. Opponent, Restless Ridgeline. Yeah, we're not gonna have you do that. I don't know about this creature land idea. I say get lost, and opponent taking a big hit here. This is what, 10? So opponent takes 10, and we're gonna keep the value train going. Charming Prince comes down. Exile the Quantum Riddler. And exile the... Actually, let's just scry to you. That's fine. Gain some life. Maybe Starfield Vocalist is actually good. It might actually be pretty good. Hey, what's up, Zanfast? How are you? I'm doing wonderfully now that Arena actually started working. We're gonna draw a few cards. Oh, we're drawing so many cards. Maybe Quantum Riddler is also good. This is kind of what I was imagining that we'd be doing with Warp. Let's discard tap lands. All right, opponent. They need the Ureni or whatever, the 8 mana Wrath Dragon. And is that even enough here? Oh, okay. Smuggler Surprise. Well, opponent gets back a Vaultborn Tyrant and Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Puts them both into play, gains some life. Okay, scary. However, we have a plan for this. With the All Fate Stalker, this is actually kind of hilarious. How much damage do we have? Can we win? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we'll just warp it. All Fate Stalker. Are you an assassin? No. So we will get rid of you. We'll get rid of you for 2 mana. Send you through the warp and hit you, and opponent a little bit dead. So there's not Dowerport in this deck, but there could be Dowerport in this deck. Yeah, no sideboarding because I forgot to add a sideboard. Percy's Wanderings. Huh? Pershing's Wanderings. 3 mana. Search your library for a basic land or a town. Put on the battlefield tab, then shuffle. If you search your library this way, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Yeah, the way I see ramp in Standard is... So 3 mana is the baseline, but 3 mana ramp gets upside. So, for example, we were talking about Grow from the Ashes. The upside is for 5 mana, you get to ramp twice. The upside of this one is you get to put a +1/+1 counter on something. So I think it's like, if you're a deck that really cares about counters and you want a ramp spell, this does a really good job. The other interesting part about this, and this is more limited probably than constructed, but it is kind of a ramp spell that's a combat trick in a weird way. You can cast it into speed, put a counter on something during combat, maybe you get a bad attack out of your opponent or something. Do you ever have an issue with your mustache getting in your mouth? Yeah, I trim my mustache relatively. I guess we got to keep 3 steps ahead in this matchup. Oh, I want a Starwinder so bad. Oh, an opponent scoops it up. Oh, we took too long mulliganing. All right, we need a sideboard at least. Is it allowed to show you a deck list and you tell me what you think about it? Of course. I'd love to take a look. Dowerport Mate should be in the deck. I mean, I think Dowerport's good. 100% win rate. We broke it. We broke it already. What do you think of Memorial Vault? I feel like we can make a really good artifact aggro deck. Memorial Vault's interesting to me. I tried it a tiny bit during early access, and I think it has potential. Have you seen the new infinite sack combo you can do with Edge of Eternities? Oh, is it the one that you need like 2 copies of the random 5-drop uncommon thing? I saw someone mention that one to me. I haven't put any effort into it, man. We might be going back to Moto anyway. Sephiroth Sacrifice 60 card. Ooh. Okay, so Mono Black Sephiroth. Umbral Color Zealot, great. Timeline Color. Timeline Color really good with Sephiroth because you can warp it multiple times if you have a sack outlet. So it's like pay 1 and 2 life to get a Surveil with Umbral Color Zealot, to get a Blood Artist trigger or whatever. Forsaken Miner can also do similar shenanigans. Infestation Sage. Personally, I would say I like how the deck looks. My little bit of feedback would be, I think Infestation Sage is actually like the best 1-drop in the deck. I'm also slightly skeptical of Snarling Gorehound in the deck. Unless I'm missing... We don't really have any reanimation, right? Like Gorehound, if we were black-white and trying to raise the past, then I would be down with Gorehound. As it is, I would say I would definitely find a way to get all the Infestation Sages in there. I also think is there a black mercenary that does the same thing, that makes a 1/1 when it dies? I put a lot of value in the ones that make a token when they die. So that would be my feedback. As much as I like Greeds, I don't really like it in this deck, and I don't really see the value of Snarling Gorehound if you don't have reanimation over like more Infestation Sages. But I do think that Nezumi Linebreaker, yes, those are like the staples. Just because 2 bodies is so good with the sack outlets and with Sephiroth. So I would double down on those over the freebooters and the Gorehounds. But it looks solid, and I think that Sephiroth got way better thanks to the updates. Our Arena, yeah, our draft is never coming back. Did they put drafts up on Arena? Edge of Eternities, best of 1 draft league. All right, chat. Well, here's a question, chat. This question's for you. So, Edge of Eternities draft seems to be up on Magic Online. Magic Arena is sort of functioning at the moment, but there's no promises. For the rest of the stream, would you rather keep trying to play Constructed on Arena since draft events have disappeared and our draft deck is apparently gone? Or do a draft on Magic Online? Would you prefer spreadsheet Magic or waiting for server Magic? Those seem to be our 2 options. Wait for the server or hop into the spreadsheet. I don't even know if we can. We can't even play ranked and constructed. Maybe it'll work on. Jace for the win! Welcome to the fish. I mean, I guess it's kind of working. Sort of working. Welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. I choose stop stream today, stream tomorrow. Ooh. That's actually not a horrible idea, but actually a poll is a good idea. Let me see if I can put a poll up. I'm so bad at putting polls up. Save me, mod, save me. Where's the poll option here? Edit stream, mods. I don't know. If a mod's around and feels like putting up a poll, go for it. What time do drafts? I mean, the problem is just that Arena's not working correctly now. It's having issues because of the launch. So we actually, when we first started streaming, we did an entire draft and drafted the deck, and then Arena died, and we just finally got back in, and now it's doing this waiting for server thing. The draft events, I don't even see them. They've just like completely disappeared. So yeah, they took down, at least for me, they just straight up took down the limited events we were in. We can't play ranked constructed, so we can play casual constructed on Arena, I guess. Well, the other problem is later I gotta record some Against the Odds and Budget Magic stuff. So I also have to do recordings for YouTube too. You can try a little standard event. It works a little better than normal ranked. Ooh. Oh, well, I guess it's not just me having issues. So wait, where do we land? Moto draft or I guess constructed with the warp deck? Which do you prefer? It's kind of funny. I think it's actually Advanced Win, actually the opposite in Magic. I think YouTube works so much better for Magic than Twitch does. But I like hanging out with everyone, so I used to stream way more. We used to stream, I think at the peak, like 3 or 4 times a week. So I used to do like way more streaming and way less YouTube. And over the years, it's just kind of shifted towards way more YouTube and less streaming. Constructed, you don't like the warp deck? Why do you not like the warp deck? Oh yeah, that was the peak streaming era. What do we want on the sideboard of this deck? Rest in peace. What is the best early game? Wait, why is this? Wow, wait, did this get... Is Elspeth's Smite reprinted in Foundations? Why do you not stream the YouTube videos like Crim and Jim? I think that just putting your Twitch on YouTube makes bad YouTube content. That's my... No shade to anyone who does it that way, because I know it's easier, right? You get to kind of double dip. But I've always found the content that's made for Twitch but then posted on YouTube just feels worse than content that you make specifically for YouTube. Oh, so we still do get Elspeth's Smite. Okay, that's good. I mean, a couple negates. What else do we need? What else do we need in the sideboard? So, split up maybe? Some sort of sweeper seems good. So Elspeth's Smite for aggro, Rest in Peace for graveyards, negate for control. Yeah, they must have shut it. They must have just completely shut it down. 0-1 by. They must have just straight up shut it down. Oh, if you, there's some. I will say there's some content I like that's made on Twitch that is then put on YouTube. I think one way it works really well, and this is something I'd like to do more of, is like. I I think like brewing stuff, you can do interesting things on stream because you have a live audience, right? So we could do like some sort of live brewing thing and then edit down like our 2 or 3 hour stream into like a 20-minute video showing off like the most interesting parts. Like, I don't know if you watch any Hearthstone content. Did I miss a sub? AGK Mark for the 69th month. Very nice indeed. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know if you've ever seen Raren's content. He does stuff with CGB Magic stuff, but he's a Hearthstone guy. But he does some cool, like, almost against the odds type stuff where it's like some weird challenge and he'll record his Twitch stream for like several hours and then the end result will be like edited down to, you know, a 20-30 minute video. That's the funniest part. So I think there's some interesting ways that you can implement Twitch. The thing that I just personally don't like is like I mean, we do the stream replays on the replay channel. I think if you're using that as your like primary like YouTube content, it's weird with the chat and you're like interacting with a live audience that isn't there. So that's a part of it that I don't really like. Dual streaming is something that I actually want to start doing. For a long time, until like a year ago, we couldn't do that because of the contract as a Twitch partner. Like you weren't even supposed to like upload your VODs to YouTube unless you waited more than 24 hours or something after the stream. But they finally got rid of all those rules. So actually, streaming on both is on my to-do list. I just haven't set it up yet. But long term, I think that's how I'd like to do it. The only thing I got to figure out is how the chat works. Like, can we actually do both? Spell Pierce makes sense. I like Spell Pierce. What can we have for like card advantage? So we run a control. They're wrathing all of our board. We can't do anything fun. Destroying artifacts and enchantments probably going to matter too. I guess Cathar Commando gets the job done. Oh, I guess I might have to change the stream title. Yeah, it looks like draft is not going to happen today. We got on and did a draft, and then Arena crashed, and our draft disappeared, and it hasn't come back yet. So I haven't seen an update, unfortunately. New kicker impulse. New kicker impulse would be okay. So what I really want is something against control. If we run into a control deck, maybe it's like Maze Mind's Tome. I don't know. Maze Mind's Tome works. I don't know if there's a better version of this, but just something that we run into a grindy deck, we can sneak in early under the counters and start generating value. Let's try it like that. That's probably fine enough. So I guess we're just gonna stick with this and play some whatever constructed they let us play for a bit, and then we'll have to do limited in the future. Hey, what's up, Stone Rain? Yeah, the draft disappeared. So let's see. So I think we just. Oh. That command doesn't actually work. Yeah, the draft disappeared. So I think we're just gonna play some constructed. Oh, there's not even standard event. Traditional, okay. So this is better than the unranked ladder, you think? All right, let's try it. Oh, we don't even have a poll. I don't think we didn't even do a poll, did we? I don't think we actually did a poll. Yeah, we'll see if standard works. Oh yeah, if you ever want me to look at a deck, feel free. Sure, let's do some warping. I'm sorry, Ghost of Dak Faden, I know. Wizards on release day. I guess I'm gonna have to change the. I'm gonna change this from draft. Just so people do not come in expecting a draft, because it looks like draft's not gonna happen today, unfortunately. Yeah, I do not have any faith in Arena at the moment, but ooh, our 1-star winder. All right, let's wind some stars. What is your opinion of the Dragon Rare cycle of lands? When first showed up, underwhelmed, but now I'd be happy to use red or white in some decks. The Dragon Rare cycle. Wait, what lands? What lands are we talking about, Noah Wilds? Cruel claw-sized. Sure. Sure. You dirty discarder. So the deck's main gimmick is every single non-land can be cast to instant speed somehow. Ooh. That's a fun gimmick. Vanek, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much. Wait, what did they take? Oh, 3 steps said. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank ya. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess we Quantum Murderer warp it, draw a card. At least if our stuff's warped, it can't be thought seized. So got him, I guess. Oh, it's actually funny. Someone sent me a budget mono blue deck not that long ago. This seemed like it could be a pretty good budget Magic deck. That deck was way more 1-drop focused than this one. It wasn't going as big into like the Meringue River regions and so forth, the Stoic Sphinxes, but I think something like that could work. The main thing I would say is maybe a bit of, I don't know. I wish there was a curiosity effect. Actually, I'm glad there's not, because it'll be miserable. Oh, slasher A. Well, all right, we will. Oh, we don't even have double white. That's very awkward. Are we dead? Maybe. Well, oh, this is so rough. So we can't even Halia and then blink it. So I guess we just have to Charming Prince. Not good. Not good at all. Scry. Keep the Get Lost. Play the Surveil Lad. Pass the turn. I mean, we need to have a blocker, because if they just play the 4-drop called Blood Arbacozots, we straight up die. Well, there's the Get Lost. So play the land. Oh, opponent has 3 cards in hand. So we could get rid of this. Well, let's warp a Riddler. I do not like the position we're in here. All right, another Get Lost. Well, pass the turd. Maybe we can get lost our way out of it. I don't know how realistic that's going to be. We'll see. Opponent, combat, opponent. Attacks, well. Do we spend 2 removal spells on the slash? I mean, yeah, we don't want to lose half of our life. Kill the slasher. If I share a deck, do you promise not to make fun of how badly it's built? Of course, Vanek. Of course. My goal is to, when I see a deck, so I have thought before that it'd be fun to do like a video like we roast your decks or something, but that would definitely be like an opt-in thing. Like you would have to send us decks specifically for that, and I don't know if that's even a good idea or not, because maybe it would just lead to people feeling bad, which would not be the goal. But whenever someone shows me a deck, and even with my own decks, one thing I learned a long time ago is whether a deck is bad or good, I want to learn something from it, right? Whether it goes 0-10 or 10-0, the goal is to learn and to get better and to have fun. So I try to do that with my own deck building, that no matter how good or bad the deck is, you want to learn something from it is the end goal. I would love to have my standard mono deck roasted. I've been Yeah, I mean, I've seen a couple Moldhound videos. I mostly thought it'd be fun to do as like a podcast with like the rest of the crew and just do it as a one-off video for fun. But I don't know if we'll do it because I don't want to lead to feel bads. Like that would be the worst, right? Is if people just came away from it feeling like, oh, these people that I like are just making fun of my decks, which is not at all what the goal would be. Oh man. All right, kill the Bloodletter. There's a Path to Exile streamer that does roast your build things, where he roasts and he does it back on how to improve your deck segment, where he focuses purely on helping. That's a cool way to do it. We roast each other's decks that would actually be kind of fun. I bet if we went back into, oh yeah, I mean, it would 100%, it wouldn't be like, hey, people send in decks in the stream and we're going to roast them. It would have to be an explicit call, like, here is what we were trying to do. If you would like your deck to be considered for this, know that this is what we're doing with it, right? Essentially, know that that's what it would be. I'll play the land, so let's untap next turn. Yeah, I mean, I guess we just play the Riddler, but for some reason our opponent has a ton of cards in hand, and we do not have many cards in hand, and I feel like this is going very badly for us. It turns out that Unholy Annex, maybe we're just doing things on hard mode. Found it. I'm gonna kill the Riddler. Sure. Drains us. Draws even more cards. Yeah, we're so dead here. Well, I will say this deck felt pretty bad this game. Can't even get rid of the Slasher. Play the tap land. Keep the Riddler. If you had warped there, you would draw. If we had warped what there? And dead. Oh, you can only warp from hand. So you can't just keep warping. So with the warp mechanic, when it's in your hand, you can cast it or warp it. But once you've already warped it and it goes to exile, you have to cast it for full price. So there's not an option to just keep playing it. That would be insane if there was. Okay, so mono black combo. Starwinder feels that was like the nightmare for. Oh no, the last one in hand was a Starwinder, unfortunately. The last one was Starwinder. In Starwinder, my initial impression was this was a commander card. I kind of want to test and see because I had a couple people on early access day that just like played it and drew like 6 cards in one turn and that was enough. That game in the real world of Standard where people kill your stuff, that made me come away from it a little more skeptical. It made me feel like the Starwinder plan might not actually be realistic. Although refilling our hand would be so good in this matchup if we could do it. So Commando gives us an out to the Unholy Annex. Maybe we need the Elspeth Smites to deal with. Oh, we're going to have to trim Splash Portal, probably. Maybe something like that. Even then, like, the Maze Mind's Tomes would be good. Can we afford to maybe on a Stalker for a Maze Mind's Tome? Let's try something like that. Why not Enduring? I don't think Enduring Curiosity would really work with this deck. Because this is all, like, it's all warp cards, right? So we don't really get creatures on the battlefield. Or I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll get more creatures on the battlefield than we think. But it's a lot of, like, you warp a thing, it goes to exile, you warp another thing. So I'm not sure we build up a big enough board, really, to take advantage of it. You really want to be going wide. All right. We get down a Maze Mind's Tome, which is good. Gonna let us do a little digging at least. Maybe a little drawing. Opponent, land, and Cruel Claws iced. Of course. Not going to gift a card. Sure. Ooh, Cosmogrand. Yeah, Cosmogrand I've seen pop off before. It actually looks like it could be really good. It could be interesting. This could be an interesting place to play it. All right, opponent. Going to take away our Halia. Well, I mean, we got to keep the Panharmonicon. We don't have anything to go with it yet, but you don't build a Panharmonicon deck and then not play your Panharmonicon. Opponent. Soulstone Sanctuary. There's the Slasher. Well, okay. And we can't even exile it with this. Another Panharmonicon. Oh! Oh, jeez. Jeez Louise. Well, I mean, yeah, sure. Starfield Vocalist, go, Panharmonicons into the Slasher. Opponent. I'm shocked that Maze Mind Tome is still playable in 2025. Don't even put in my Big Red Brawl decks. Opponent, gonna take our Splash Portal. Slasher seems very annoying for our deck. Opponent, combat, opponent. I mean, I think we take the hit here. It sucks, but I think we take the hit. Opponent hits us down to 9. Even more slashers. Well, let's scry. Keep the Parting Gust. That can theoretically kill a slasher eventually. Draw the Parting Gust. Well, go to our main phase. Play the Archive. Double scry. Oh, we need a Riddler. We need something that generates value. We have this Panharmonicon. It's just not doing anything. Well, okay. Draw a card. This has been the saddest Panharmonicon ever. Split up. Sure. Well, we will pass the turn. Any idea on an Eldrazi deck for Timeless with the new lands? I haven't really tried to build any Timeless decks with the new set yet. Although I imagine you just kind of play the good Eldrazi and that's about that. Yeah. This All Fate Stalker, I don't know if it's actually good. I think this was the last warp card that I added to the deck. Really? Triple Slasher. Well, I mean, I guess this is kind of something. We'll see if it's enough. So, I mean, we're going to slog our way through a million slashers here. Split up. Destroy all tapped creatures. I mean, we have successfully dealt with 3 unstoppable slashers. Sadly, we need a Quantum Riddler. That's what we need. We need a Riddler to draw cards. We need some card advantage because our opponent has way more cards than we do. Opponent, Cruel Claws is going to take our Panharmonicon probably. Oh, opponent. Well, all right. So we can... And I guess we play the Panharmonicon. Play the land. A Charming Prince. Scry. Haley is going to the bottom. We need a Riddler. Oh, all right. Well... we gotta keep the Parting Gust, unfortunately. Pass the turn. Have you considered using Unstoppable Plan with the station mechanic? Ooh. I mean, that's a neat idea to give your team like pseudo vigilance. That is a neat idea. Sadly, you can only tap your creatures at sorcery speed, right? So it doesn't really let you double station with them, but it is a neat idea. Opponent, Bloodletter of Aklazotz. And we really need to top deck something. We really need to top deck some card draw. All right, yeah. Meticulous Archive, that's not card draw. Surveil. Cathar Commando, you don't help us. Halia. I feel like this deck's gonna need more card draw. It's gonna need less. Bloodletter of Aclazotz. It's gonna need... Oh boy, we're dying. Yep. I feel like this is a Panharmonicon deck that... Oh, we could have... Oh, you're right. We could have just blinked it, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that's a pawn. I don't think it actually... I don't think it actually matters as far as wins and losses. I don't know. Let's try another match with the deck. I feel like... I mean, it's a Panharmonicon deck, though. You can't... I don't think we can play stock-ups. I think maybe it's too heavily dependent on warping. I think maybe... We'll see. We'll see. I mean, this is our first game with it. We'll see. I don't think we can even keep this, right? Like, we have all these splash portals with nothing to go with them. I guess we have some removal. You know what? Maybe, all right, we'll try it. The splash portals turn on, like, if we can draw a friggin' Riddler. If we can draw a friggin' Riddler for once in our lives, then the splash portals become very good. Mild Manner Librarian. Sure, I guess. 1 mana, 1/1, you pay 4, it gets 2 counters and becomes a wolf. All right, sure. Sure. Found it. Bear Cub. Oh god, we're gonna lose to this, aren't we? Oh, this is like, oh no, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose to Sparky. We're getting Sparkied. Well, I guess because we got nothing else going on, we're just gonna run out the Extraordinary Journey. Pass the turn. So next turn we can all Fate Stalker Splash Portal. I never play events on Arena. Is it worth playing events over the ladder? Another round from OTJ over Journey. They do very different things. I mean, another round's very explosive, right? If you can build up a big board, it's very explosive. I'm under the impression that we're probably never going to be able to build up a big board. That's my impression of Standard, is you never actually get to build a big board. We can play this all Fate Stalker. We can exile a Bear Cub for now. Splash Portal. Blank the all Fate Stalker. Get it back. Draw with Extraordinary Journey. Get rid of the Bear Cub. Well, okay, Starwinder. This could be a world where Starwinder could be good. So another round, I think Extraordinary Journey is actually going to be a good engine than this deck. We'll see. Maybe it will not be as good of an engine as I'm envisioning. But we're trying to build is like something equivalent to... Yeah, I guess we got to Get Lost. Get Lost the Mossborn. We're trying to build something kind of equivalent to... like an Unholy Annex, I would say, is kind of the goal. Let's play Charming Prince. Let's get the card draw. Let's blank the All Fate Stalker. You can get back your Bear Cub. We get to draw a card. There's a Riddler. Get back the Stalker. Get rid of the Bear Cub. That Bear Cub has had a rough day. It's been a rough day. What do you think is a good replacement for Lorna the Third Path? If you want a creature, it's probably something like Cathar Commando, although it definitely doesn't work the same, right? Because you have to sacrifice it to blow up the artifact. We might be losing to a starter deck. That is a realistic possibility, opponent. Built to 3/3, gonna go attacking. I mean, I don't think we're actually gonna lose to the starter deck, because we get to warp a Starwinder here and draw a few magic cards. Warp it. Play the land. Sure, we'll keep a plains. Get in, hit ya. Draw 4. Yes. I mean, maybe Starwinder felt decent. Like, 4 mana draw 4 is very good. The question is, how often can you pull that off? How often do you get enough bodies on the battlefield that you actually are able to do that? If this is a 4 mana draw 4+, I think that's playable, even as like a spell, even if you never unwarp it. Oh, they're a Tetiova. Okay. Tetiova, sure. Land draws card. Cathar Commando. is from Foundations is the standard reprint. It's in our sideboard of this deck, actually. 2-mana 3/1, flash, sack it, destroy an artifact or enchantment. I don't think there's anything similar to Lauren in white that just sits on the battlefield. So we can 1/2, 1/2, warp a Riddler, draw a card, splash portal, blink the Riddler, draw a card, draw a card. Oh, there's a Panharmonicon. And then we can get lost Teteva, play the starting town, smack you a bit. Okay. Okay, we have taken control of Sparky. I'm sorry, X. I'm sorry. Yeah, we might barely be beating the starter deck. Hey, Seth, do you think the Temple lands would have been better received had they been 2 land types? The Scry lands? I mean, I think they just, yeah. So if you've played Magic for a while, the Scry lands, when they were first printed in original Theros block, they were very heavily played and they were very well received. So a decade ago, they were actually considered to be very good lands and were 4-ofs in a lot of standard decks. I think they were not as well received this time around because they just look pretty bad compared to the Surveil lands. Like, you just print the Surveil lands, which are better scrying, and they have the land types. So then when you see the temples come back, everyone's like, oh, they're just so bad compared to the Surveil lands. But in reality, they're not that bad, or at least they weren't that bad. But yes, if they had the land type, they would be way stronger. They'd still be worse Surveils, but they'd be closer. They'd be closer. 5/5 reach, eh? So we can 1/2. Oh, this is kind of brutal. Check out these Panharmonicon tricks. So we can warp a Panharmonicon. And then 1/2. Then we can warp this All Fate Stalker. Blink you. Blink you. And then play a Plains. Parting Gust. We got a little bit auto tapped. Blink the All Fate Stalker. Draw a card. The Extraordinary Journey's been working this game. It's been working. Get in with the Riddler. Hit ya. Now we get our stuff back. Double trigger the Stalker. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. If you want to pay mana to do your mild-mannered librarian stuff, that's fine. Okay, this is kind of how we want the deck. Yeah, that's kind of the main idea of the deck is warp and then blink, so you get to keep... Like, the most explosive thing you do is, like, turn 3, warp a Quantum Riddler, splash portal it, you have a 4/6 flyer on turn 3. Like, that's kind of the whole concept, is trying to use blink to keep around the warp creatures without paying their full cost. And Panharmonicon shenanigans, but... Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it's good enough. I like the synergy of it. So far, this game it's been working. We're also up against kind of a starter deck, so I don't know how much. I feel like the first matchup where our opponent drew 3 slashers was pretty rough. This matchup is just, I don't know if it's really a fair fight because our opponent seems to be playing a starter deck. So I think we probably have an advantage just by not being a starter deck, but will we at any point see 4 color rhinos with Skirmish Rhino Starfield Vocalist? Well, probably. More Skirmish Rhinoing is definitely on my to-do list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How do we close out this game? Do we even do anything? 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I guess we can just stay on defense and start killing stuff. Opponent's at 10. You know what? Let's do it like this. Let's blow up the Trigon Predator. Go to combat. Hit you with actually both of those. We can't attack with everything, right? If we attack with everything, opponent blocks here goes to 1. Actually, wait. Oh, we do win here, don't we? Okay, so we can win here. So we can do this. 3 steps ahead. Copy the assassin. Yeah, I think this should close it out. That gets rid of the blocker, and that should be lethal. Whew. Power creep in this set is nuts. I'm seeing some of these warp creatures and thinking, that's a common. Yeah, one of the interesting things about warp is I don't feel like there's much of attacks for the warp ability. Like, let's say Halia didn't have warp. What do you think its mana cost and stats would be? I think it'd probably still be a 3 mana 3/3. Or what if Starfield Vocalist didn't have warp? What would a creature Panharmonicon cost? 4 mana for a 3/4 sounds about right. So you're not really paying extra mana to get the warp ability out of it. So any value you get out of warp is kind of just an upside if it's coming on top of an already playable card. Hey, see ya, World Champ. Thanks for hanging out. I'm glad we got to play at least a little bit during lunch. I know it took a minute, but hey, good evening, Dumblers. We're playing some warp action, some white blue warp. I don't think we're gonna change much. I think this is a matchup that we should win. We'll bring in a couple sweepers running like that. So right now we're playing some warp. I like Extraordinary Journey. I don't know. Everyone doesn't like Extraordinary Journey, but I like Extraordinary. We'll see. I mean, I do think Dowerport is good. Dowerport also dies though. So I think Dowerport's good in the deck. I don't know if I see it as a replacement for Extraordinary Journey. I'm really hoping that Extraordinary Journey is Warp Caretaker's talent or Warp Unholy Annex. I really want a non-creature. We need another blue source. Okay, this sounds fine. We might just Wrath and then Riddler. If we get another blue source, we can do the super quick Riddler thing. So we're waiting on more to release, or is there an issue with ranked? So we're playing in an event right now because ranked and limited are not on the client currently. So we're doing one of those paid constructed events. Let's play Land Pass the turn. Because yeah, the ladder just doesn't exist right now. Hey Seth, mind giving me your thoughts on a budget deck? I'm just getting into standard on Arena, not used to building decks in the format. I'd love to. What is your budget deck? Yeah, let's just starting town pass. We'll see what our opponent does. So next turn we can do the Riddler Splash Portal thing. Or we can split up if we have to. Opponent, Bear Cub. I definitely did not realize Bear Cub was in standard. I'm building a pre-modern cube. Have you ever played one? I've played a lot of cubes. I don't know if I've ever played specifically a pre-modern cube, though. Let's just play the island. I think we do the Riddler thing. Can you beat the Riddler, opponent? Warp in, Quantum Riddler. Draw a card. I mean, I feel like this is relatively powerful. So for 3 mana and 2 cards, you get a 4/6 and flyer and draw 2 cards. Fair. All right, sure. We gotta discard the hand size. Opponent. All right. Well, sure. Opponent, you got us with the unsummon. How is pre-modern cube? How different is it from vintage cube? So I know obviously you don't get the newer cards, I assume. Ooh, extraordinary. Okay, let's just go on an extraordinary journey. Start drawing some cards. I'm telling you, extraordinary journey might be the truth. It might be the truth. Extraordinary journey. Get rid of your Druid of the Cowl. You can replay it, but if you do, we get to draw a card because you played it from exile. We're not that far away from Power Creep with Grizzly Bear. We're actually getting pretty close. And honestly, bears should probably be a little bit bigger than 2/2s, honestly. I have the budget deck pulled up, Song Gawa. I will get to it. Let me wait till we get a little break point in this game, and I'll take a look at it. Thought it gets in with the Bear Cup. Down to 14. Sure. Another split up. Well, all right, let's warp a Halia. Oh, but so our opponent have interaction. So warp a Halia, gain a life. Unsummon. Ah! I was kidding. Okay, warp a Halia. Gain some life. Oh, you should have waited, opponent. You should have waited. You got greedy. Because now we get to Quantum Riddler. Draw a card. Haley is actually going to draw us a card. Splash Portal to keep the Riddler. And through the unsummons, opponent, yeah, Extraordinary Journey draws us a card. And Halia. Okay, here comes the card advantage. This is what we want the deck to be doing. We want to be playing against starter decks, I guess. Somehow we ran into his opponent playing, what I assume is a starter deck. All right, we have a legitimate business Riddler. Is this how these paid events are? I never play the paid events. What are the decks like in the paid events? I always just play the ladder. But the ladder is down at the moment. Now let's just keep riddling. Let's warp a Riddler. Draw a card. Actually, I guess we can double up here. We can play a Verge. Warp a Vocalist. Parting Gust. Blink the Riddler. Hit you for 1. And draw a couple cards. 3 cards, actually, because of Extraordinary Journey. Oh, the Assassin's good. That can get us back our legitimate business Riddler. Penthouse B. Wanner for the 13th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank ya. Does anyone know when they typically change to jump in from Final Fantasy to the newest set? I don't know that off the top of my head. Yeah, I know this deck could actually use a Reliquary Tower. Primeval Bounty. That's actually a card. That is actually a card, and that kind of scares me. Well, let's go to combat. Actually, how do we want to do this? I think we full price of Panharmonicon. Actually, no, that's silly. If we play this, let's play the Halia. Gain a life, draw a card. Play the Verge. Warp the Stalker. Blink our legitimate business Riddler. Parting Gust. Blink the Stalker. This deck has some synergies. This deck has some sweet synergies. Gain some life. Go to combat. Riddle ya. Down to 15. End of turn. It's coming back. We draw with Halia. We get rid of the Druid of the Cowl. If anything, we're like drawing too many cards. We might be drawing too many cards. Yeah, they kind of broke the game a little bit. Sorry if this has been asked. Is rank disabled on Arena right now? Yeah, not just you, Davis. We're playing in a event because ranked is down. Yeah, ranked is down and limited is down. It seems like for everyone. Yeah, I mean, look at that mama bear. Every little cub has its mother's teeth to guard it. Well, thank you, opponent. We wanted to draw another card. Well, let's... Oh, this is pretty good. We actually have enough... Yeah, we have enough mana. Let's play the Vocalist. Play the land. Oh, trigger, draw. See, has this sold anyone on Extraordinary Journey yet? I feel like I'm selling myself on Extraordinary Journey. his extraordinary journey actually not seem good enough. Let's get rid of you. Get rid of you. It's drawn us so many cards. It really is. It really does feel like... Oh, I paid for a draft and it never let me in. Oh, yeah, so Rasco, we had the same. We actually had to do our draft. But then as soon as we finished drafting, Arena crashed and they took down all the limited events. So we never got to play the deck we drafted. I'm hopeful that they will just refund everyone. But it's not just you. It's the traditional new set release day issues that happens on Arena. Hey Seth, part of why I really liked your Magic Online videos was the stakes of playing for treasure chests. Would you consider doing more events to showcase decks to add that sort of stakes feeling? Well, let me ask you, Walls. Does getting a random pack or two and some gems feel like stakes to you? Like, would that make it exciting? Because that would be a thing we could do. I always felt like part of what made treasure chests exciting and the stakes aspect of it exciting was that the cards are worth real money, right? Like, I'm sorry, new guy. We got to Sphinx ya. Part of what makes it exciting was that they're worth real money, right? So if you open a $50 card, you can actually get $50 out of it. With Arena, like, opening a Tezzeret or a Planet Land, it's still cool, I guess. But because all the prices are the same and everything's just locked into Arena, I don't find opening packs especially exciting on Arena. I actually think if there is one huge failing of Arena, the biggest failing of Arena, and it's kind of crazy to me because I feel like a lot of digital games are really bad at this, opening packs should be way more exciting and way more fun. It's wild to me because if there's one thing I've learned, it's people really like gambling. There's so many like internet crypto gambling sites that exist. Like, people love to gamble and they love to play TCGs, but for some reason when people make a digital TCG, they never get the gambling excitement of opening packs, right? Because for me, opening packs, and it's same on Hearthstone, same on any other digital TCG I've seen, it's kind of just a chore, right? It's kind of just a chore. You got to get through it to get your cards so you can build the deck. But it's not like, oh, I'm going to open something really cool and really valuable. So I wish there was a way to make it more exciting. But I'm actually curious, because I could do more events, but would it feel exciting to like get the Arena prizes at the end of the events? Would that actually feel like it replaced the feeling of treasure chests on Magic Online? Or was the value of the treasure chests on Magic Online part of what actually made it feel exciting? Free codes for packs would be awesome. I think the big issue with that, and this isn't a... Yeah, let's just play this to scry. We could wait and blink Haley next turn, but I want to get something on the battlefield. Ooh. Oh. All right, Splash Portal bottom. We're going to keep the Riddler, though. We do need to hit our land drops. It's hard to make it more exciting without opening to open packs without making the economy worse. Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, if that's the trade-off, the answer is no. Oh, I gotta look at the Rakdos deck. So I think what we do here, let's just go to combat attack. Hit ya. Warp a Halia. Gain a life. Warp a Quantum Riddler. Draw a card. Gain a life. Ugh, not a land. Okay. Lands! Oh, we might have to dig with this 3-step set, which I don't really want to. All right, I'm sorry this took so long, Sangawa. Budget Rakdos Sat combo. So, Infestation Sage Line Breakers. Blood Artist effect. Impact Tremors effect. Oh, I see. This is trying to pull off the combo, the infinite Zach combo with Peregrine Beckoner. That actually looks super sweet for being a budget deck. I'm gonna have to mess around with the combo. I've had people asking me about it. I saw the Reddit post or whatever it was. It's definitely a neat idea. I haven't tried it. I don't know how practical it is to pull it off, but it seems pretty solid. Personally, I'm not like super enthused about Vampiric Rites, but maybe it's good enough here. But yeah, I like all the sack fodder looks good. The finishers look pretty good. I might say, we did not draw land. Yeah, we're gonna have to. What did they plot? Oh, this is some sort of combo deck. All right. Well, we need to hit our lands. That is the most important thing. Wow, just barely. Just barely. We will discard a... Wait, what is our opponent doing? Is this like one of our decks? Is this a... Well, I guess we can discard the Halia. We got a second copy. We hit our land drop. It was not easy, but we did it. Hit you down to 16. Yeah, I like the idea of it, Sanggawa. Splunking. Okay. Land and land. Opponent passes. Well, let's play a Restless Anchorage. Let's go to combat. Let's hit you with the Charming Prince. And what? Let's just... I think we just get it down Extraordinary Journey. Because I feel like we're probably going to need to get lost Splunking. With what our opponent has going on, I imagine this Splunking leads to a really big, scary combo turn. All right, pass the turn. Yeah, I'd probably play the 2-mana Blood Artist, Vengeful Blood Witch. That was a card I was going to suggest. I think it's probably better than Arden in the deck, but either way, I think it's worth considering at least in some form. Interesting. Sure. I mean, I guess we can't do anything about that. Not exactly expecting that as a main deck card, but what's the UE version of the Yuna VV Sephiroth decks? Anything new working yet? Opponent, gonna look for a basic. So Sephiroth got a really good new sack outlet. Yuna, I think, if anything, lost stuff. It doesn't look that much different at rotation. VV, I think, is also the same. I think the VV decks, and Yuna decks, I don't think change much. Yeah, let's just do it. We got to get rid of this Splunking. The VV decks and the Yuna decks, I don't think change a ton. Sephiroth, I think, gets way better. Well, all right. We can play this land. We can 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I guess we got to draw some cards. So we can actually, let's go to combat attack first. Go to combat. Get in, hit you. Hit you with the Charming Prince. Down to 16. I still feel like we're about to get combo killed. So let's warp a Panharmonicon. Let's warp a Riddler. Actually empty-handed, so the Riddler's going to be pretty good here. It's kind of funny, the draw an extra card if you're empty-handed doesn't look super helpful, but it's actually kind of good in a warp deck because you end up with a lot of stuff in exile. Opponent, gonna get rid of the Riddler. I mean, we still get to draw a bunch of cards. Okay, and to know where to run, sure. I do not know what our opponent's doing. Well, okay, those were not the greatest cards I've ever seen, but sure. Chatham, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big Soup, you're very thank you. What are your opinions of the station lands? All right, about it. Gonna draw some. Oh, huh. Okay. Maybe they're not a. I don't know what our opponent's deck is doing. So they're trying to make lander tokens and sack them. I am very confused. Very, very confused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, play the land. Play the Halia. Munas for the 33rd month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big Soup Jeffrey, thank you about it. Even more nowhere to runs. Do I think Edge of Eternity will do better than Dragonstorm? I mean, Dragonstorm, from what we've heard, has been one of the best performing in-universe sets of all time. Maybe. Man, I really want to draw a card off that opponent. I think Edge of Eternities has potential to be good. Whether or not it actually beats Tarkir Dragonstorm, which Tarkir Dragonstorm did way better, I think, than most people expected. That's another question. I don't know if it actually beats Tarkir Dragonstorm, but I do think it's doing well. Sorry to spam the chat because someone probably asked, when does rank usually come back? So, Najo Hicks, normally rank doesn't go down like this. So, at this point, your guess is as good as mine, I would say. Your guess is as good as mine. Man, this is going to draw us less cards, but I think we got to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, no. We can warp this for a turn. So we warp this. And then we draw even more cards. Yeah, let's do it. So we're going to warp this. Just to get a card out of hand. Get rid of the Free Strider Lookout. Get rid of the Free Strider Lookout. Play the Riddler. Draw some cards. All right. And get in, hit ya. There's got to be a Famished Worldsire combo deck. It's got to be Famished Worldsire, Iridescent Vine Lasher. That's what it's got to be. That's the only thing that makes sense with what our opponent's playing. So at this point, I guess we just don't know. Like, it should be up now, but they're obviously having trouble with release. It's something to do with the servers with the launch, so it could come up at literally any time. But normally, that typical release, you don't have rank go down for any amount of time, or like limited's down now too. Normally, the patch happens and you just get to play everything. So, yeah, it's everyone Infinity for Frogs, unfortunately. Ranked and limited is down for everyone. They're having some sort of issues with the patch for the new set. Wow. 0 Point Ballad, blow them all up, get back to Riddler for now, which is actually kind of good for us because check this out. Hey, I may punt on occasion, but I also occasionally learn from my puns. Oh, did... Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. What can we do? Let's see. So we play this. 1, 2. Play that. That's actually kind of good. So we can play the Halia. Play the Halia for full price. This turn's gonna be kind of sweet. So play Halia. Step 1. Step 2. Warp a Vocalist. Get some triggers. Step 3. Parting Gust the Riddler, which is actually our Riddler, which we would like to have. Surveilland, double trigger. Keep the Riddler. Keep the Riddler. End of turn. Get back the Riddler. Draw 2. Gain some life. Back up to 25. And we get a new hand of cards and a Panoramaticon in exile. That was pretty good. Oh, here it is. All right. Well, I mean, there's no splunking. There's no Vine Lasher. So sure, I guess. Thin all the lands out of your deck while you don't have a landfaller. I feel like without an assist on the battlefield, I don't think it does really much of anything, right? It's so weird. That is the most Ether Rift of references. I actually thought, what is it, Vote Out? I actually thought that they did a good job avoiding the blue shells. Puntologist with the tier 1 gift sub to Mikaba. Thank you so much, Puntologist, and welcome to the Fishbowl, Pantaba. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soup for you. Thank you. Oh, we actually just have lethal, right? Kill you. Pay the ward. And beat you down. Beat you down with our warpers. Here comes the Riddler, and opponent scoops it up, and the deck's kind of working. Huh. We don't really have, like, maybe we need Disdainful Stroke in the sidebar board. A new Marie, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. I'm already exhausted to the point of annoyance with all the Spider-Man cards that have been spoiled. It feels like such a whiff of a set coming immediately after the W that was Edge of Eternities. Yeah, I mean, I hate to say this, but I think we have to just get used to it, because it seems like the schedule for the immediate future is going to be in-universe, out-of-universe, in-universe, out-of-universe, and it's going to be some jarring issues where you go from, like, a pretty sweet spacey in-universe set to a Marvel superhero franchise Universes Beyond set. That's just what Magic looks like in 2025. Although it is a little jarring. Just the flavor. I wish they had waited. Like a week. And I get people being like, oh, it's a CCC. We got to spoil stuff at the Comic-Con. I think it would have went better if they'd gotten by pre-release before they started, pushing Spider-Man on everyone. While people are trying to, like, get ready for their pre-release for the last set they were pushing on everyone. So that, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Also, I don't know if you noticed this. This was. Do you read the Mark Rosewater? Let me see if I can find this article. I noticed. I guess we got a sideboard. I noticed an interesting tidbit. I noticed an interesting tidbit in this Miro article. This is from Edge of Eternities Vision Design Handoff Part 1. And where did it say it? This part. Volleyball, which is Edge of Eternities, is the first of several planned sets taking place in outer space. This is the first outing, but several are planned. This serves as an entry into a new sub-brand of Magic as the foundation for future Magic sets. Structurally, blah, 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 identifies the colors, how they express themselves in a new setting. We emphasize mechanical pathfinding, both for future in-universe space sets, as well as potential future Universes Beyond products. So, I didn't realize this, but it seems like the plan is to do a bunch of outer space sets. So some of the weird one-offs, like, why is there one Sliver card or whatever? Why is there one Eldrazi? Probably we get a Sliver space set at some point that they're working on. A Sliver or an Eldrazi space set at some point that they're working on. Because it says several planned sets. And it also specifically confirms potential Universes Beyond outer space products, which is something that's been speculated on a lot. Star Trek or Star Wars. It makes sense to me. I would not be surprised if they already are working on a Star Wars or Star Trek Universes Beyond for a year or two for now that hasn't been announced yet, and that this is part of laying the foundation for the inevitable Star Wars or Star Trek Universes Beyond. How do you think Spider-Man's gonna do? Yeah, Warhammer would be a good one. I hope they do another Warhammer set. I think another Warhammer set would go over well. I think it would go over well and people would like it. Yeah, let's just play the starting town, man. We got lands for days opponent. I'm still not sure how I think the Spider-Man set's gonna do. I'm still very. On one hand, I think that the comic book cover. Oh, all right. So it is. They just didn't draw their Aftermath analyst. Well, I mean, I guess we got to do our thing, which is play a starting town. Warp a Riddler, draw a card. Oh, so Rest in Pieces are actually good in this matchup. If we go to game 3, we're definitely bringing Rest in Pieces. Blank the Riddler. We may have gotten a little failure flooded here. Slightly failure flooded. I think that the comic book treatments will drive the Spider-Man set. I'm still not sure what the Spider-Man fan base is like compared to. I'm still not sure what the Spider-Man fan base is like compared to Final Fantasy. The Final Fantasy numbers are just so absolutely insane. Huh? Landfall, make a robot. Okay. I mean, opponent's only got 2 cards in hand, although they're going to have a big robot turn here in a minute. Opponent passes. Oh my. Oh! Do we actually just draw 4 Halios in a row? I'm pretty sure we just literally drew 4 Halios in a row. Well, full price of Halia, and it's legendary. I mean, I guess we're going to warp one of these just to try to draw with the original. So gain some life, get in, hit ya. It can't be a Halia because we literally drew them all. Okay. Ooh, Extraordinary Journey. Okay, okay. That is my gut too, that Avatar will beat Spider-Man. That is my initial impression. I think Star Wars would be the only thing that could surpass Final Fantasy, unless somehow there's a Pokemon universe beyond. I mean, Pokemon would be huge. I actually think there's probably some other like anime adjacent properties. Maybe they don't beat Final Fantasy, because I think Final Fantasy is just in some ways like the perfect storm of. Wait, are they doing this on our main phase? Okay, sure. Opponent's gonna crime us. We actually get to. Yes, we'll take a basic. Oh, that's okay. They didn't have our draw step. Well, in that case, we need to Extraordinary Journey X1. One, two, three. Let's get rid of the. Aw. So if we get rid of the analyst, they get to Milligan and then activate. This has reach. Yeah, let's take the analyst. Take the analyst. Get in with the Riddler. Hit ya. Wow, opponent's gonna block. Sure. Meticulous Archive. Keep the Riddler. Pass the turn. There's probably some anime adjacent shows that do really well. How's the new cards feel so far? It's been a weird. Ooh, that's not great. And we lose our Riddler too. Yeah, that's actually really bad for us. That is not great for us. Opponent gonna get rid of all of our Riddlers. Our best card. Well, I mean, Halia it is, I guess. Play a Halia. Play a Meticulous Archive. Keep the Extraordinary Journey. Pass the turn. Does anyone know what time we'd be able to draft? Sadly, no. We should be able to draft now, technically, but whatever's going on with Arena, we technically can't. Well, okay. I'm hoping soon, but yeah, I really don't know at this point. It's bugs with the server that is keeping us from being able to draft at the moment. All right. Well, another Extraordinary Journey. This turn's going to be a little scary though. We do get to draw 2 cards. Oh, ooh, Starwinder. Opponent does not mill any lands. Okay. So they can get back 3 lands, but it's not actually that good. Sure. So we get to draw. Go to our main phase. Well, let's warp an all Fate Stalker. Go after the Aftermath Analyst. Opponent. Gonna crack it. Get back their lands. Make a couple robots. So that's gonna go to exile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play the land. Get in with Halia. Wow, opponent takes it. Well, let's warp a Halia. Keep the warped Halia. And pass the turn. Ooh, another land. Okay. I mean, we're at 25. We're still in okay shape. We made it through the big Aftermath Analyst. Opponent gonna crack, gonna make more robots. They also have a bunch of these volatile faults, which they can activate. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Rest in Peace definitely gonna make our life easier. You could always try some Brawl with some new legends. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we'll do some brawling at some point. Honestly, at this point, though it's been a bit of a clunky stream, at this point, I think we're probably playing this deck, and then in a bit, I'll have to wrap things up and take Bear out and then work on some YouTube stuff. Opponent, gonna start blowing up lands. Thankfully, this deck is playing a ton of basics. So this is gonna set our opponent up for another mass reanimation, which is not ideal. Yeah, now that we're gonna be able to sideboard way better next game now that we see what our opponent's actually doing. Let's play a Halia. Draw a couple cards. We haven't found a Panharmonicon either. Opponent, nowhere to run. Okay. We draw 2. There is a Panharmonicon. 1, 2. Let's warp the Vocalist. Play a land, all Fate Stalker. Get rid of a couple robots. I mean, if they have another way to reanimate all their lands, I think they probably have us at this point. Opponent. All right, last card. Seed Chips Impact. Well, I don't have it in hand. Eat a couple robots. Starfield goes away for now. We lose an Extraordinary Journey. Opponent untaps and draws. We know they have game-winning draws in their deck, though. Famish World Sire wins. Mass Land Reanimation is just too many robots. Opponent. Oh, plots a Pitiless Carnage. I don't know why they wouldn't just cast the Pitiless Carnage, but we don't have an answer to that currently. Well, play the Vocalist. Draw a card. Play Charming Prince. Scry. Bottom. Bottom. Yeah, bottom. We need like a counter. I feel like we can sideboard much more effectively for this matchup. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's just it. Yeah, pass the turn. Found it. I'm gonna blow up a land. Sure. I don't know why they didn't just cast the Pitiless Carnage. Is there some world where UB brings blocks back? That seems pretty unlikely to me. Like, It could. I guess that would require Wizards deciding, all right, opponent's gonna go for it. Here they go. Sack them all. Trust that you hit it. About it. Well, we see what our opponent's trying to do now. We got an idea. Counter spells and rest in pieces seem pretty good against what our opponent's trying to do. Opponent draws a ton of cards, sacks all their lands, plays a Splunking. Okay. We don't currently have an answer to that. Opponent draws a card, puts a land into play, makes a robot. And plays another land, makes a robot. And Aftermath Analyst. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Yep, on to game 2. Or game 3. Yeah, I mean, Pitiless Carnage is a good combo piece. Well, Rest in Peace is in. We can bring in a couple negates, so we have a couple more counters. Go down to All Fate Stalker. Is Starwinder even good? That was another game where Starwinder didn't do anything. I feel like this should be the kind of matchup where it's good. But if it's not doing anything in this matchup, probably go down some Extraordinary Journeys since they're just playing infinite ways to blow up artifacts and enchantments for some reason. And then I guess Cathar Commando also seems good. Yeah, let's try something like that. Hey, see ya, Pale Dinosaur. Would opponent's deck be better in Celestia with Felidary Retreat? I mean, I think they really want black for Pitiless Carnage, but I don't think the green enchantment they're playing is the best way to finish the game with what they're doing. I assume they're trying to do Iridescent Vine Lasher stuff, which that would make sense to me because then you just win the game. The 2/2 robot plan, I don't know, does not seem especially impressive to me. They seem very easy to deal with. Found it. Volatile Farl. Well, let's play a Surveil land. Keep the Commando. I mean, it doesn't do anything right away, but it does do stuff eventually. Opponent Underground Mortuary. And passes. Well, play the land, pass the turn. We can run in the Commander to start beating down, I guess. It is a 3/1 bot. I actually think Cathar Commando is a pretty good card. Found it. Land. And. Well, run out the Commando. Untap. Play the land. Beat you down. Down to 17 past the turn. Oh, but we could use a Riddler. Hear me out, Seth. Beer League Draft. Get your packs. Build your deck drink. Wait, get your pack drink. Build your deck drink. you win, you drink. Hey, that could work. My little brothers, everyone's. Aw. So I'm going to take our negate. So opponent gets to get a land, sadly. Yeah, I guess we got to let it go. Opponent's going to get a peek at what we got going on. They take the negate, of course. We draw nothing. Well, play the land. Mill the land. Oh, where's the Riddler? Where's the Riddler? Get in hedge with the Commando. Opponent down to 14. I think we're going to lose this one. My little brother's been around this summer for weddings and stuff, and one of my brothers, my basketball playing brother, he got really into cornhole. Yeah, well, that's why they wanted the negate gone. The game where you throw the beanbags into the hole, like that game. So he got really into cornhole, and someone, my niece or someone had the idea, oh, we can make cornhole into a drinking game. Wouldn't that be so cool? So she Do you know what cornhole is? I think it's called cornhole. It's like you throw bean bags and it's like at a board and there's a hole in it and you try to make it in the hole and that's how you get the points. I don't know. Maybe there's another name for it. I think it's called cornhole. But anyway, she had this brilliant idea of like, oh, I can paint the board. And if you land on this part, you got to drink. If you land on this part, you got to drink. So she tried to turn it into a drinking game. And it turns out that in cornhole, yeah, I think it's because he was at Louisville. He was at Louisville last year. So I think it was big down in like that area. But anyway, she had an idea of making it into a drinking game. And it turns out that is maybe the worst idea that anyone's ever had, because if you've ever actually played the game, you got to throw those beanbags a lot of times. Like it's like 4 throws for each round, and it takes many rounds to win the game. So they tried to play it as a drinking game, and just like they couldn't even get through like a round before everyone was just stumbling around. So speaking of drinking games, don't do it with cornhole. Don't do it with cornhole. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Found it. Dresses us again. We untap. Oh. All right. We'll go to combat. Hit you with the Cathar Commando. Consumed by greed. All right. Well, we will. Man, I guess I wish I'd play that earlier. Play a Rest in Peace. Shut down the graveyards. Play a Vocalist. Hope that eventually, someday, some way, we draw into something. Oh, also this deck's been sweet so far, Tail Candy. Also, my basketball brother is going to Japan next year to play, which should be interesting. I might have to go over and check out the TCG scene in Japan. I know Japan, they love their TCGs, don't it? Arch Enemy's Charm kills a Vocalist, triggers a Lookout. We draw nothing of note. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess we just play the Vocalist. I feel like this deck, when it runs good, it feels very powerful. When it runs clunky, it feels pretty clunky. But I feel like the deck's got a shot. I feel like there's a shot here. Do you think my Foam Harmonizer will be played in Mono Green Tifa deck? Maybe. I feel like Harmonizer is very powerful in the Landfall Tifa deck. The problem is it just too expensive for the Landfall Tifa deck? That's kind of the issue I see with it. At 4 mana, I'm not sure the Tifa deck wants a 4 mana card. So that's kind of the issue. I think like its effect is very good. Its effect is very good in what Landfall, yeah, where this game's over. We've just drawn so much nothing and no Riddlers. I feel like the deck's probably too dependent on Riddlers. I think maybe, you know what the problem is, Jet? That needs to be more Extraordinary Journeys. Without the Extraordinary Journeys, we just don't draw enough cards. If you look at the games with this deck, the games with Extraordinary Journey, the deck pops off. The games without Extraordinary Journey, this happens, and it's very sad. So I actually think that the answer to all of this is we need more Extraordinary Journeys. I think that is actually the solution. Palnet gonna commit some crimes. I want to try some new cards, but I'm out of wild cards. That is the Curse of Arena. During my pre-release, my opponent just got back saying really nice and yen. Oh, wait, during my pre-release, my opponent just got back. Oh, back from Japan, saying it's really nice, and the yen to dollar trade really good for us. Hey, I didn't even think about the exchange rate, but I guess that's another upside. Yeah, Helpful Hunter works well with the Panharmonicon plan. I'll have to look. Blue Overlord. Ugh. Blue Overlord. I feel like we just don't get enough value out of the Panharmonicons. And I mean, I guess this game we have just also mega flooded and just drawn infinite lands. Yeah, so the Stock Up's and Thundertrap Trainers. Stock Up's a good card, but it doesn't really fit what this deck's trying to do, I don't think. I think so. We'll look at the deck and then, yeah. So this deck, it's like, if you're going to play Starfield Vocalist, you really got to embrace it, right? You got to be, if you're playing a 4-mana 3/4 Panharmonicon, you got to be getting value out of it. So I think things like Stock Up, as good as they are, I don't think they really work with what this deck's trying to do. I was hoping Starwinder would be like the refill your hand card. My impression of Starwinder is that it's probably not actually very good. It's just, I think it's one of those cards that looks good on early access day, but in the real world of people disrupting you is much less effective. Because I feel like if you can build up a board, like even if we could stick like a Quantum Riddler on the battlefield and play this and draw 4 cards, like that's pretty powerful. It just turns out that's really difficult to do in competitive standard. 8 blink spells in general, a little blink seems bad. I mean, so the whole concept of the deck is to use the blink spells to get the warp spells on the battlefield, right? So that's kind of the idea. Whether or not it's worth it, I guess that's another question, but there are many things to blink, because the whole idea of the deck is you warp a Quantum Riddler, blink it, you actually get to keep an actual creature on the battlefield, because warp just doesn't do anything unless you build around it. It's like this weird combo mechanic where by itself it does nothing, but it can be really synergistic if you build around it. I mean, I don't know if I'd say there was only 4 hits. You got Halia, you got Vocalist, you got Quantum Riddler. So that's 12 there. And then the other 2, I guess, All Fates is fine. Starwinder's a little expensive with the 4-mana warp. I think the answer is more Extraordinary Journeys. I think you just want more Extraordinary Journeys. Dowerport in another round. Yeah, Dowerport. I mean, Dowerport seems fine. It seems fine. It's basically like another Extraordinary Journey. My only concern with Dowerport is it just dies, right? Like, when I think of the good mana engines in Standard, they're all attached to non-creature permanents. It's Unholy Annexes. It's Up the Beanstalk before, it got banned. It's Caretaker's Talent. So I feel like the successful card advantage engines tend not to be on creatures. So that's what makes me a little bit sus of Dowerport compared to like Extraordinary Journey. But maybe it's just better enough that it's, even if it's going to die, most of the time, the games when it doesn't die, it is going to be really powerful. It does fit the theme of drawing as your stuff goes to exile. Maybe the answer is like Dowerports and Extraordinary Journeys and just really, really go hard on the card draw. Like, get rid of Starwinder. Is Vocalist even worth it? I don't know. Like, if you got the Panharmonicon, then what are we even doing? But you could, like, I guess, like, trim like a Get Lost and like Charming Princes and try to like play Dowerports and more Extraordinary Journeys. That would give a lot of card draw. I feel like Splash Portal, if you're going to try to blink this stuff, that is the most efficient way to do it. I feel like this cuts into our removal quite a bit. I don't know if there's anything else that's really works. I couldn't find anything else. The next best warp plan is actually the Mythic Angel, which maybe it's worth it just as a 4/5 lifelinker. Like, that's the closest thing, I guess, to a backup Quantum Riddler. The only awkward part is it doesn't do anything with the rest of the deck, right? There's no ETB. We're not making any tokens. So it's really just spend 2 cards to make a 4/5 lifelinker. Maybe that's still just enough, though. So I guess that could be a possibility. I guess if you want to go full on jank mode, I mean, Bygone Colossus, it is a 9/9. It is really big. Maybe Anti-Casual Vestige. That's also some card advantage. That could be worth considering, although it's a little bit tough with the blink shenanigans just because it warps for 4. But it is a very powerful, just like standalone card. It's got good stats. It's got good abilities. Oh, I definitely have plans for Extravagant Replication, but in this deck, I don't think we want Extravagant. I don't know what we'd even... I definitely have played. This is coming soon. I will be working on playing this with Extinguisher Battleship, I think, to blow up a few lands in Standard. But I think, I mean, it's 6 mana, and we don't really have that game changing of things to copy with this. So I don't think it really works for this deck. But yeah, we might maybe anti-casual vestige. It might be something like this. I will say I really like the idea of it. What about the White Planet land? The problem with the White Planet land is it copies artifacts and enchantments, and I guess we have some number of extraordinary journeys maybe, but we just don't have artifacts or enchantments to copy. So yes, we could station it, I guess, but we don't have anything to do with it yet. We will be strip mining some Zoomers in the future, but we haven't got there yet. Arena barely functioning today, but Vestige at least helps close out games as a big threat. Yeah, I mean, it's got a big body, and there is a bunch of upside to just having a massive body on the battlefield. But anyway, everyone, I know a little bit clunky today with Arena, being a little bit hit or miss. But I think I'm gonna have to wrap it up there for today, because I gotta take Bear out, gotta do some other stuff for the YouTubes. But good news is Edge of Eternities just coming out, and we're gonna have a ton of stuff to go over with this set. So anyway, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Definitely appreciated it. Yeah, we'll be back next week in another one, and we also have just tons of stuff coming up on the YouTube. So keep an eye out for all of that as well. So anyway, everyone, reminders on the way out the door. Replay YouTube for the old streams, normal YouTube, lots of Edge of Eternities content. One more shout out to a Card Kingdom sponsor. If you need some magic cards, get them at cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. Most importantly, thank you to all of you. Seriously, y'all are amazing and awesome, and I love you so very much. I hope you have an amazing day. Have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you soon.